right, and welcome everybody to Nat One Fun, and welcome to Running Feywild. As we are a couple people down today, as you can see, Santosh and Grandma couldn't make it today. They were either too high or too old to be here, but it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna run anyways, and what we're gonna be doing today is a bit of a side quest, if you will. So instead of going and following along with our storyline, please allow us to take a bit of a turn once this episode starts. So you might see a little bit of inconsistency going on, but don't worry about it. We'll kind of circle back around so that when we play next time, we can have everybody here, and we will be back on track with our story. So to get started with, as we do every stream, let's talk about our lovely sponsors and our affiliateships. We have Die Hard Dice, as always. The lovely humans over at Die Hard Dice are killing it as always. They are constantly coming out with new dice. They have amazing new Metal Pride dice. If you haven't seen them, they are like on the top of the market for these incredible Pride dice. Check them out. You can use the code NAT1FUN to save 10% off of those dice alone. So you're gonna save pretty close to like $5 or $6 just on that a single set of dice. So save you a lot of money like right up front. And then as always, our lovely friends over at 1985 Games, who are just big supporters of Nat One Fun in general. And you can check out everything that we do on Mondays there. We have a stream dedicated to 1985 Games where we play using the Deck of Stories. And it's this right here. Basically, the Deck of Stories is a prompt-based system where they give you a story prompt and you kind of can make up your D&D game kind of on the spot. And that's what we do. We play it like an improv game. So super fun there.
We're giving away one of those. We haven't set it up yet, but we're giving one away.
Yep,
that is a thing. That's a thing that's happening.
Absolutely. And then ExpressVPN. If you don't have a VPN already, why not? First off. Second off, you should definitely get a VPN just to be able to watch all the different shows that you couldn't if you don't live in a certain area. Like, let's say, for instance, your show is not playing on Netflix in your country because for whatever reason they couldn't get the rights to it. Well, if you have ExpressVPN, all you have to do is click a single button and it will throw you into another country. And from there, you can click on whatever show you wanted to watch because they have the rights to it. Simple as that, really easy to use. And with our code or with our website that you can use there, just expressvpn.com/nat1fun, you can get 3 extra months for free if you sign up for the 12-month package.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty much it. Y'all, like I said, today is going to be a bit of a strange one. We're gonna be kind of flying by the seat of our pants, and it will be a little bit less intense. It's gonna be more of a fun episode. So if you have suggestions from chat at any point, or if I ask you guys like, hey, what do you think about this, feel free to chat it up, and I might throw some suggestions into the actual game itself. As we do before every episode, I like to stir it up with what we like to call Feywild factoids, which means that we will be coming up with something right now in the spot, in the moment, that will then become canon for our world that we are creating here in the Feywild. So, as always, I will toss it over to the crew and see what they can come up with, and see if maybe we can have something that isn't a celebrity that is now in the Feywild. A celebrity.
Excuse me. I put in Oompa Loompas, and they are underrepresented.
Okay, so. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There are Oompa Loompas. There is Nicolas Cage, and there is what's his name?
John Travolta.
John Travolta. They are all in our Feywild, which may make an appearance at one point. Who knows? Maybe. As well as different flowers that get you high and different effects. There's also a group of individuals that are going around with tattoos on them that might be significant at one point. So anyways, we have a lot of stuff going on. So let's see what we have this week from our crew. We're gonna start with Brandon this time. Nate, what do you have for us for a Feywild factoid?
See, I knew you were going to start with me because I didn't have anything.
I saw your face. The second I said it, your eyes kind of widened.
I was trying desperately to think of something. You're going to have to come back to me.
Okay, all right. It's like calling on kids in a classroom. You know what I mean?
It really is.
It's like literally like, all right, introduce yourselves, and people just freeze up. They're like, I don't know who I am. All right. Noah, what do you got for me?
My fact is just what happened immediately after we left the Beast Western.
Okay.
I imagine that after the door closed, there is a knock that happens immediately afterwards, and it is imagine like a genie that kind of looks like the genie from Aladdin, like with the spectral like
the
floating,
little spectral tail thing,
and just it's just like, I'm getting my legs back, lady, and just like clockwork, there is a genie that got their legs magically taken by this woman.
And they just kind of follow them until they figure
try
out
to
how
get
to
it
get
back.
their
They try to get him back, and
awesome.
Today's that day. So
Nice.
there is a genie trying to score some legs from a house from the Beast Western.
The house of legs.
The house of legs.
I will not say the result. I will just say that they were coming for those legs.
They're trying.
And they're trying.
Okay, a genie looking for legs.
So question.
Yes, blank stare.
How much am I allowed to ruin your world?
Okay, come on. Like,
how many times have I said that exact same thing, and I have not been told no? So I mean,
look, if we have Nicolas Cage in our fucking world or environment called Nicolas Mage, I think you're free to kind of fuck with
Yeah.
that.
I had people invade the human world, like our regular world.
Yeah,
after
that is still gonna come to fruition at some point. That is a great one too. There's a reverse of what's happening with you guys somewhere.
We know that in real life, people didn't believe that narwhals existed for a long time.
Sure.
Okay.
And I like narwhals because they are whales with horns. And so I'm putting the narwhal as a beast that people don't believe exists in the Feywild. It's made up, even though everything in the Feywild seems like it's made up.
Oh gosh.
But instead of the ocean, they're in the sky.
Where did Dan go?
Flying narwhals?
Flying
Dan?
narwhals.
What he just
I'm
said,
coming.
yeah, it knocked
Okay.
out the picture. That's what the narwhal thing did. Yes.
1 second, I have to just fix my camera. But narwhals that fly, I can dig it. Okay, but
Amazing.
nobody
Narwhals
believes that
sound
they're
like?
real.
Nobody believes that they're real.
Got it. Look, we literally in chat have narwhal like emotes immediately.
I
right,
love that.
Right off, like out the
It's
gate.
because narwhals are great.
God,
They're so cute.
nice, sultry, well done. Okay, and Pooja, Svara, what can we expect out of you? What is your Feywild factoid for the night?
Well, speaking of things that people don't believe exist, oh boy, do I have news for y'all. Santa Claus.
No,
Is
he
real.
was gonna be mine last week.
Yep, he's real. He's had a little bit of undergoing some unionization at the toy shops, which is why, and things in the Feywild, times is all wibbly wobbly, which is why a whole host, like a whole generation, believes that Santa Claus doesn't exist now, because he hasn't been showing up for a while, but as soon as he caves to those union demands, it's back on.
Oh no!
Fuck
capitalism.
Santa's a capitalist.
Fuck capitalism. Fuck union busters. Those elves
Wow.
demanded
Santa Claus
Right,
is real,
and
and
Santa's
he's
gonna
a
give him
capitalist.
I don't like that.
I thought it was gonna be like he serves the same function in the Feywild, not that it's our Santa temporarily laid over in the Feywild. That's okay.
Yeah, our Santa portals into our world at the North Pole.
Hell yeah.
And has some extreme version of haste that allows him to hit the whole world.
I mean,
an
Santa
eye.
as an archfey opens up me becoming an archfey warlock to Santa Claus.
Oh no,
So-
don't stop. Just stop. We're there. Stop. No.
Yo.
Do not make me have to write a stat
Well,
block
I
for
already
Santa.
know. I already know what our holiday one shot's
You
gonna
just
be.
made our holiday episode right now, right here and there. All right.
Group, patron, patron.
No, we're
No, we don't support
we're
capitalism.
Oh, we don't
we're
want that.
We don't
union.
support
We're
capitalism.
I
unionizing
apologize.
elves,
You're
taking
right.
down
You're right.
capitalist Santa.
You're right. Yes. Yes. It's like
Okay.
the Santa from Futurama.
Duly noted. Duly noted, y'all.
Evil robot Santa.
I love it. All right. Well, that was our Feywild factoids for today. We are not going to do a last we left off because we are going to literally be ending up at the same exact spot as we were last week. So essentially, where we are doesn't necessarily matter. This is kind of like one of those episodes where you can just watch from the beginning and
It's a bottle episode.
yeah, exactly. It's a filler, right? It's one of the filler episodes for Naruto or something.
Are we going to the beach?
We're not
Well,
going to the beach.
bottle episodes are a time-honored tradition in the show. They stand alone. They do their own thing.
Yeah.
They
this-
sometimes are very good.
It's one of those things where you can introduce a person to a show because you showed them that one and you're like, you thought that was good. Now actually
Yeah,
check out
you-
the story.
This is
Is-
going to be the
What's
episode
your
of Running
all-time
Feywild
favorite
to
bottle
Hook.
episode?
Oh God, I don't know.
It's
Is
a
this
very
gonna
easy
be
one for me.
The beach episode or the kitchen episode where we're all cooking?
For me, it's Blink
Yeah.
from
Blink. Yep.
series 3 of Doctor Who.
Oh
That's
my
how you
god,
get-
are we?
yeah.
Don't blink,
is-
don't blink.
Friggin'
Blink.
Don't Blink gave me nightmares as
Yeah.
a child.
It is
Yep.
the still one of my all-time favorite bottle episodes. So.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I tried to get people into it because I liked it when it was with 9, and they couldn't, and they got in with Tenet. But you show somebody Blink, and they're like, "Okay, I think I can. I think I can mess with
Don't
this
Blink
show."
is a really good starter for anybody who doesn't know what Doctor Who's about.
No, I
Even
totally
though
agree.
the Doctor's barely in it.
He's not
but
even in
you-
it like that. Yeah,
It's just
Mhm.
the
video
um,
recording.
No, it's just got the flavor of how good it gets.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, on the subject of Doctor Who, let's go ahead and wibbly wobbly timey wimey this thing. As we pick up, you are all in the Feywild yet again, and you're making your way to where you had just stopped. You had run up to a large building that was tilting over. There was a creature inside or whatever, but you're still on your way there, and you're wiping your faces off from your just recent encounter with mud mephits. These things throwing mud at you when they explode. And as you're cleaning yourselves off and like finding like large, literally like just giant leaves that you can use to like wipe yourself like towels, you finally get all this stuff off. You hear something in the bushes not far from your location. Something kind of rustling through the bushes. What do you do?
I'm gonna immediately go over and like force the bushes aside.
Okay, yeah, you force the bush like with machine like just like walking over there. You open it up, and when you do, sitting in the bush are two small, what look like adolescent herringons. Two small adolescent children. Bunny
Oh my god,
people.
they're cuter than the adults.
They are. They're actually fluffy. They're kind of like a little bit bulky, like because the fur is bigger than the actual frame of the body.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, and they're sitting there, and one has really floppy ears, and one has really straight, like very pointy ears. And the one
I
with
call the floppy one.
the one with floppy ears kind of turns to you and goes, "Uh-oh."
I'm gonna say, oh my god, you're so adorable.
No, we're not. We're deadly.
Nope, you're very small and adorable.
They're very dangerous. Don't get near me.
I'm gonna reach out to pet him.
No, don't. And then you start petting him, and when you do, he's like, "Ugh." And the other one turns to you. Hey, stop it! Stop!
I'm gonna reach out and then pick them both up and then carry them over.
They're like dangling from like you do the whole like mama cat thing where you like grab them by the back of the neck and they're kind of just dangling. They're like, no.
Hold on, guys, I found these.
from below them, because now he's lifting him up above
Yeah.
my head. I already have like my scythe out, and I'm like, What are we gonna do with them?
No, put
No,
the
not that.
away.
The last time they tried to take our dreams.
These are kids.
These are chillins.
I'm gonna turn them to look at me. And I'm gonna say, "You're not gonna take our dreams, right?"
From below, you hear it's like, "No one takes my dreams. No one takes my dreams."
They look down at you and they're like, we didn't plan on it.
All right, perfect. So, put the scythe away.
What were you doing out there?
We were following you.
Why?
Well, Dad came back really mad that somebody had hurt some of the people in our tribe, and we heard that you might have been going this way, and we just wanted to see who might have done it.
So,
Well,
the
for
people that
starters,
try- yeah, sorry.
for starters, it was self-defense.
They did try and take our dreams.
That's normal though. Like that's what we do.
But like as we learned very recently, there is the number 2 rule of Prismere, the rule of ownership, in which you can't take things.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what the rules of Prismere are? Like we just learned about them, and that makes sense because we're not.
I'm
from
like 6 months old.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
well, here's the very important rule about Prismere. Hold on, I'll actually get my notes out so I can say it.
Yeah, we'll say that you go
Flash
over...
forward, flash cut. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll flash
and
cut
that,
to
and
you
those are the
finish-
rules of Prismere.
And
Yes,
yeah,
we tell them all of the rules of Prismere.
the little
all 3 of them.
Listen,
all
3
three.
is a lot when you're 6 months old.
Yeah, exactly. The other one who is presenting as like a smaller, maybe younger child with a higher pitched voice, she looks over to her brother or friend or whatever, and she's like, "Stop talking! Stop! You're telling them too much."
We're doing all the talking, kid. We're the one telling you all the rules.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm just gonna shut up now.
So who's your dad? You said your dad was worried about us?
Well, he wasn't worried about you. He just wanted to know, like, well, he didn't want to know anything. He just was like really upset about who beat him, and we just wanted to know who beat him up.
Your dad
So
has no idea you're here, does he?
You took it on yourself to follow a bunch of strangers who your dad said were dangerous?
Yeah, again, we're 6 months old, so we make really good decisions. Go, Nate, Svara, and Noah. All 3 of you go ahead and roll a perception check.
That was my next move. I was like, are we about to get jumped?
Well, I have a solid +0 to this. So
You're gonna do great, kid.
I got a 14.
17.
Natural 20.
Damn!
Nice.
22.
He's close to the ground.
Yes. I can feel them. I can. Yeah.
Okay, so with the natural 20, you all do hear something. Like there is like in the distance you can hear like, "Hey, hello, kids, like kind of yelling out in the jungle, or in the swamp because you guys are in swamps. And then Noah, you would like hearing this as well as Svara and Nate. You look up and around and you stand on top of a nearby rock, and you can see out in the middle of a swamp. There is a group of 3 Herringon that are currently, they look to be like searching, like a search pattern, kind of like staggered looking out, and they're calling out into the swamp. And you can hear one calling out, let's see. The names are, you hear one calling out, you hear, Stevie, hey, Stevie. And the other one, you can hear somebody, Marnie.
I'm assuming that's you two.
You just see them both look at each other and they like look back at you.
Nate, I really don't want to get into a fight again. Should we
I mean, so
send
we
them
should
back?
we should just. Should we take them to them? Or
No. What if they're not that far, right? We can just watch them run
throw
back.
them?
They look at each other again, and they look back at y'all as you converse, and they're like, "We're over here!" They start yelling, "Help! Help!
Chuck 'em!
Help! 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 Help!"
I'm just gonna like panic, look back and forth between the two of them.
Chuck them!
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I will not be responsible for throwing baby bunnies.
They'll land on their feet. That's the thing, right?
I'm gonna step out into the clearing.
Okay. You step out into a clearing and
hold them up really high.
Yeah, they're like, help, help, help. And you see the three individuals that Noah had pointed out immediately turn towards you, and they like reach behind them and they pull out like pole arms, and they look to be looking at you. Now, seeing that you have their children, they're like, whoa, 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 hey, buddy, hey, no, don't hurt them, please.
No, we're not. They were spying on us. They said they wanted to find out who we were.
Please don't kill them. Please.
No,
they're not gonna
not do that.
You're not gonna eat them, are you?
I don't really eat. I don't think this thing
I'm a
has
vegetarian.
stomach. And I'm gonna like knock on my abdomen.
Bong, 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 as the metal kind of clangs.
But like, no, obviously we're not gonna. I'm gonna look over at Valthor. You're not gonna eat them, are you?
I have my scythe out, right? and I'm just like, no.
I'm gonna hold them slightly higher away. From
We're not going to eat your kids, but they've been very, very nosy, and they've been in our business. So you should keep a better eye on your kids. And I'm gonna point. And I'm gonna wave the scythe like
you're gonna wave it.
I'm just gonna wave it at him
threateningly at him.
Yes, get
got it.
That way they're not in danger.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. How long were they gone before you noticed them missing?
I mean, that all of this is literally outside of your need to know. That is, don't worry about it. Can you just give us our kids back?
I'm just saying, maybe instead of trying to steal dreams, you should keep an eye on your children.
Wow, that was really judgmental of you.
Absolutely. Right now, where I'm standing, we have your children that we so graciously found and kept safe for you.
Well, all I'm saying is, had you gave us your dreams, none of this would have happened. So, this is all your fault still. Can we have our kids back?
We could have tossed them,
I mean, you're not really working the give us our kid back.
Well, you just said you weren't going to hurt him and you weren't going to eat him. I mean, I rolled really low on my perception or my insight, so I didn't. I totally believe you.
Yeah,
but
just pay attention to your children.
They said that their dad is looking for us. Are one of you their dad?
No, we are not.
So these aren't even your kids.
Is broken.
Is it?
What?
Sorry,
our chat Discord link is broken. Oh, it is.
Oh no.
Well, mods, I don't know if you can do that, but if you can throw a Discord link in chat, please, I would appreciate it. So the kids, they're like, no, actually, and then they will say, we're Agden's children.
Agden Longscarf, Brigand Prince of Prisme?
Oh, you know him.
Well, they did use his name to threaten us to take our dreams.
Again, quite judgmental. That was a pretty common thing around here, so...
But
apparently...
we talked to a lady and it wasn't.
Yeah, there's a rule about ownership here.
Yeah, but the rules haven't been rules since we've been bored. We literally, whenever you gave us that spiel right now, I literally have never heard those things in my life. So.
Yeah, but but your parent, like those guys over there are older,
yeah, can I point
right?
to the older ones? It's like,
we don't follow those rules either. For some reason, they haven't worked, or nothing's been wrong with breaking them. So.
Oh.
So the rules stop working immediately to banditry. No in between.
I mean, if you had the ability or the capability to just like get what you wanted when you wanted it, like, wouldn't you just do it?
I mean,
No.
probably
It's
not
not,
steal the dream.
not the stealing part.
I can see it in your steel cold eyes. You are lying to me right now, and I know you would.
Are they cold? And I'm gonna like.
Well, I mean, if we could
they're
just steal
pretty
things,
cold.
do you want to steal these children? I mean, it's all up for grabs,
Okay,
right?
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Give us our children back, and we'll just leave you alone.
Oh.
So
like
There's
like
that.
permanently, your people, including Agden Longscarf, Brigand Prince of Prismere, will leave us alone.
yup.
See, hold on.
Do I believe him?
I was saying.
Svara, if you would like to roll an
21.
insight check. Oh god, 21 on your insight check immediately. Nate, what about you?
That's a solid 3.
Okay, well, mine was a nat 1, so I'm right there with you.
No, you rolled a 5 with your modifiers,
yes,
Nate.
5 with modifier.
Okay.
So obviously I know if he's telling the truth.
So you know that he's telling the truth. Definitely. No, he is. When he says, yeah, totally, he does like the eyebrow thing. He looks back at his friends and he's like,
All right, so we're gonna put your kids in this bag.
hey, wait. And then the kid goes,
Wait. Maybe you could talk with our dad, and then you could convince him to never deal with or talk to you again. Like we won't follow you or doing anything anymore if maybe you just talk.
What was your? Hold on, let's go back a little bit. What was your plan when you found us?
just to look at you and maybe report back what we saw.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the adults and say, okay, so we're gonna keep these
No, what?
until you take us to Agden Longscarf, Brigand Prince of Prismere.
that's a pretty fucked up thing to do, using children to negotiate.
No, we're escorting them back.
Yeah, because
Well, you can't be trusted not to lose them.
oh
Wow. Just wow.
There's
He looks
difference
back.
between judging and
He
facts.
looks
I
back
mean,
at the other Harengon, and they're like, I mean, she's
Well,
not
plus
wrong.
my brother's still napping, so we got time to kill.
Yeah. To help explain what is going on with Santosh and Grandma, they are walking ahead, and they have lost sight of you for the moment, and they are just standing, kind of dumbfounded, like picking their nose, looking and staring off into the distance.
Oh, Santosh woke up? I thought he was still out.
No, Santosh is definitely still attached to Nate, like via
Bernie.
I think Grandma has him now. Then
Grandma had him
Bernie's
last.
him. Yeah.
Okay, well then perfect. That's perfect. Grandma is weekending at Bernie's. Wow, that's awful to say. Santosh, and she has him up ahead, and she's resting on a rock, and
Listen,
she kind of looks.
Grandma got tired.
Yeah, she looks at you. She's like,
I didn't realize my knees would go bad even in this body.
Maybe the water scared them out of you and Grandma.
Scared the knees out of you?
I don't know.
Scared the knees out of you.
She
I
goes-
hate it when that
she
happens.
kinda
Fucking
goes,
Feywild.
You go on ahead. I'll catch up.
All right, so, and I'm gonna hold up Marty and Stevie and say, all right, we're not gonna hurt you, obviously, but you're gonna stay with me, and we're gonna go see your dad.
Can you put us down?
"Yeah, can you put us down?"
I feel like if I put you down, you'll run away immediately.
You'll rabbit away. We don't want that.
I promise I will not run away.
I don't believe you.
I was like, can I
seeing
roll
as-
another insight check?
Seeing,
9.
And
I rolled worse. Oh no, better than before.
what in
11.
the freaking frack?
Did you
That
get
is
another
a
nat
double
one?
nat one for me.
Oh wow.
Herringons are really
Herringons
bad
are
at
so
lying.
good at lying. Yeah. So when he says,
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna run.
he looks at his sister and he's like,
I'm totally gonna run.
I can hear you, right?
Yeah.
he just looks back up, kind of scared.
Do we have like soft rope? No, this scene. No.
Soft rope.
Can you just like not carry us
Kinda
by our necks
what?
anymore?
No,
Maybe-
just hold, just
maybe just hold us like
football
a-
tuck
Alright,
'em.
I'm gonna like underhand softball toss one of them at Svara.
Yeah, and Svara's just gonna like carry her favorite plushie around.
Yeah.
We just got one of these going on.
You catch Marnie, and she is like, it's like catching a fucking fluffy
Oh.
like, you know, like a stuffed animal or something. And yeah, and she lands and she makes like a eep noise when she lands, kind of thing.
Oh no, you're too cute.
Anyways, she looks at you. She's like, "I'm deadly."
Yes, you're so deadly.
All right. All right, then hold on just a second.
And I'm just gonna fluff up the little hair between the ears.
And they haven't got enough teachings enough to not fall for that, and they immediately and they start like vibrating, like one foot starts like pounding, you know.
Too cute.
Before we go, I'm gonna just like run back or like kind of shout or message to ahead, just hey, we're gonna go look at this to explain, and they don't have to worry about us. And I'm assuming what I'll hear back is a classic grandma catchphrase, like hit me with a classic grandma.
A classic
lemon bars.
Classic grandma.
A classic grandma to you.
Yeah, just like
Don't forget to brush your teeth.
That's exactly what she would say. And we'll fix it in post. We'll have Tay say that, and
Okay.
hit us with a don't forget to brush your teeth.
I mean, to be fair, you have not brushed your teeth since you've been here.
Not once.
We don't know. We do not know what he did at the Beast Western before going to bed.
There's some free time, absolutely, to brush your teeth. So you guys are being led now by 3 Herringon, as they kind of are constantly like looking back at you all to make sure you don't just eat their kids or something.
Yeah, Svara's just idly petting Marnie as we walk.
Oh, Marnie's loving it. And you can see that that Stevie is just chilling. But anyways, you take him to you get led through a large area in the swamp until you start coming up to more dry land. It's not necessarily like super dry land, but you're not stepping in water and you're not stepping into like 2 feet of mud every step. It's more just solid. And when you do, they part these 2 huge palm leaves. And the palm leaves, when they spread apart, reveal an open field. And in the field, there are small structures, each one of them kind of tribalistic in manner, being that they're made from more natural tree-like material and straw or whatever it is that they might be making their ceilings out of. Maybe wood, most likely. But you would see that they have a settlement here. But what strikes you immediately as strange is the big open area in the center. You've seen more tribalistic manner buildings and everything like that. They usually are tight-knit, like they try to keep themselves pretty close together. These are all really spread apart, and in the center, there is a wooden post, like a wooden fence that is shaped like a large oval, and then some of the fencing goes off into the swamp area. This area, once they clear it out, is also teeming with Herringon. You see them walking around doing daily chores. Some of them, they are trying to purify water. Some of them are gathering some what looks to be like their large fields of food that they have cultivated. And when you make your way through the trees, you pull a lot of people's attention, especially because you are holding 2 children in your hands. And when you make your way through, people stop like in their tracks. Like maybe they're carrying like a bucket or a pail or something like that, and they stop like and stare at you. And then you start to hear whispers among the crowd, like, "Who are these people? What's going on? Why are they here? And why are they carrying our the leader's kids?" And you are eventually led to a large tent, not tent, but a large building. In this building, once the door is opened, you are met with a very heavy stench. The stench is that of like a hamster cage. And when you walk in, it's just a a series of like beds and like a barracks, if you will. And you make your way through this barracks, and you see that there are just like families of Harengon that are living here. I don't know if you remember, but in like, I think it was Bambi. It could have been Snow White, but there was like a family of rabbits that all like lived together. That was always like, oh no, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Robin Hood, where there's like a ton of little rabbits, and the little fox Robin Hood walks in, and he's got like a bum leg, and he's trying to trick the tax man. Do you remember that? The animated Robin Hood.
I don't remember
yes.
I've seen that a very long
Vaguely.
time ago. So
Oh
yeah.
my god, it's ooh the lolly. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, there is a little rabbit who is part of that whole thing. So anyways, you walk in, and it's just like tons of little kids running around and stuff like that, and their parents trying to catch them and everything. But you eventually come up to a larger room, and the door opens there, and it is a single entryway or whatever, but it's a single room with no bunk beds, no like multiple families. There's a single bed in the corner, but you see at the very back of the room is a kind of like a stacked bunch of wood, and sitting on top of the wood is a throne. This throne is made up of different like random objects. Think Game of Thrones with the swords, but with just absolutely random knickknacks.
Nice.
And sitting atop the throne, you see like with two legs up over one of the arms, sitting sideways in the chair, and like dangling some what looked to be like fungus into its mouth. You do see a Harengon, but this Harengon, just physically wise, looks a lot like the others, but this one has a gigantic blue scarf that like lays down like literally like 8 or 10 feet behind it, and just kind of drapes over the chair. And when you enter the chambers, he looks over at you, and you can see one of the people that are standing next to him with a pike in hand, looks over in your general direction and says, Agdon, your children have been returned, it looks like. And Agdon goes, yeah. You can hear like popping of bones and cracks and stuff like that. He's like, Stevie, Marnie, what the hell were you doing out there?
Apparently, they were tracking us because we got away from your dream stealers.
They were curious about us and wanted to come look at us.
Wait, are you the group that messed with Jebek and their crew?
Is Jebek the one that tried to steal our dreams?
Well, she's the one that carries the dream catcher.
Then,
Yeah.
we defended ourselves. That's true.
Defended yourselves, huh?
Yeah. We said
Look.
no. They wouldn't back off.
And so you slaughtered them.
We didn't kill a single one of them.
I don't think that's what happened.
Everybody's dead.
I hit Jebek in the nose, I think, but like
Yeah,
that's as
Jebek
bad as
definitely
it-
has a broken nose, but no, everybody's dead.
Well,
Did you kill them?
Somebody
did they
get set
try
on
to steal
fire?
someone
I don't-
else's dreams after they came after us?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about our practices, but they're all dead, thanks to you. And he gets up from his chair and he's like, well, what are you doing here now? And then Nate, you're holding one, and Svara, you're holding the other child.
I'm holding
both,
Stevie.
yeah, both of you roll. We're gonna go with. We'll go with strength, I guess. So both of you need to roll strength against
Just straight strength.
just straight strength, because it's not gonna be like athletics. You're not like fighting with them or anything like that.
I rolled a nat 1, but it's a 6.
Oh no!
All right. And Spudda rolled a 3.
You guys are killing it.
God.
I have a
Yo.
+5 to strength.
I'm real good
though.
at insight, yo.
So Nate, you would feel a furry foot smack into your codpiece, and it makes a loud ding noise when it hits.
I'm gonna look down and be supremely disappointed that it didn't hurt.
And was it a high pitched ding or like a hollowed?
It was like
a thud.
It was
Oh,
like,
no.
it was like a high pitched thing. It was like
Well, that answers that question.
there's like a bell in there for some. I don't know. Who knows? But when you do, you're like you kind of like sulk, and that just gives like him enough room to wiggle out, and he is free. And then on top of that, Svara, Marnie has like come out of the petting spell and like kind of like is looking both ways, and then immediately kind of starts to do the rabbit thing where she like scratches really quickly with her back legs until it's like enough to like ow 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 and like release her.
Yeah, I drop her.
Yep. And they both drop on the ground and they run towards Agdon. And Agdon snaps his fingers, and you are surrounded by like 4 or 5, we'll say 5 Herringon who are carrying these pikes, like staring up at you now with the pikes like at your throats.
I'm gonna.
This is quite a thank you for returning your children
safely,
healthily, and well.
Yeah,
given that they ran away on your watch.
Yeah, I don't
their
care about that.
babysitter
Whatever.
lost
I got
them.
plenty more. So here's the
that
thing.
makes sense.
What the expectation here is that you killed a lot of my people. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill you back. So,
All of 0 of them?
Out.
Okay.
Timeout. 0 kills?
No, you don't understand how things work here. I killed them because you made them fail their mission, and failing the mission means death. Okay.
I'm gonna look at the guards real quick. Is this really your? If you don't guard me well, he's just gonna murder you? Like, is this who you want to work for?
One of them looks up to you. He's like,
all right.
Have you considered unionizing?
they're like, unionizing.
You outnumber him.
Yeah.
he goes, do they? And he'll snap again. And when he does, like 40 individuals that look quite similar to him because of their fur style or whatever start to slowly walk up from behind the throne as if they were like behind them, like in all the little areas, like kind of chilling. And so now he has like his entire family tree essentially standing behind him. And it's all varying ages, of course. You see very tough looking teenagers and very like gruff looking grandmas and grandpas, but
are Stevie and Marnie there at the bottom?
Yeah, Stevie and Marnie there for sure, and they're like they look tough too, right?
I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna smile and wave at them.
So if
Money.
this family group tries to attack us and fails, you're gonna kill your grandma?
Hey, rules are rules, right?
It's brutal out here.
It's not this doesn't seem like a safe work environment.
Speaking of safe work environment, we're gonna go ahead and kill you now. Go ahead and take them out to the stocks, if you will, and we will deal with them here in a little bit. I gotta finish my meal.
I'm gonna turn around to Svara and like, should I stop them?
Let's wait until there's a fewer of us. It's easier to take them out.
All right, and I'm gonna pat the closest one's like the head of his pike.
God dang it!
I just, it's the whole thing. Like, would you rather fight like 100, a duck-sized horse, or a 100? That thing, right? So it's like, let's just wait for a couple of them. I don't want to fight like 80 of them.
A duck-sized horse,
or a horse-sized duck. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I've always heard it like, would you rather fight 100 ducks or like small things or like one large thing? Anyways, whatever. It's funny. So
I could be mixing up my questions. It's totally possible.
That's the Feywild version. Don't worry.
I accepted this one. Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So, Nate, you go to pet that one, and you end up taking 4 points of piercing damage as it like stabs you a little bit.
I'm sorry, sir. Did that pass my AC?
Oh, it is. It's a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. That is the question.
There it is. So you weren't wrong. I think we were both technically right in that. So anyways, nice. So you take 4 points of piercing as it just like stabs into your body a little bit, but you can see that it like bent his spear tip, and he's like,
So the little tiny hole that's there from the spear tip is just going to just close back together. as I use my lay on hands healing.
Oh gosh. Okay. It's gonna be like, it's gonna kind of like turn back towards Agdon, and like Agdon is not paying attention, and he's like looks back and forth a little bit, and he's like,
I gave him a thumbs up.
He's like, go, 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 go. And he starts poking you with the blunted spear tip. And all of you get led outside.
Yep.
When you get led outside, though, you are almost run over. Like, in a flash, a giant snail crosses in front of you, and two more snails, one right after the other, as they kick up dust behind them. You see on top of these snails, Herringon are riding on top of them with like huge reins on top of these snails, and like, yeah, and they're kicking the side of them, and they are running across this big oval that you had seen before. And as you nearly get run over, one of the Herringons steps out of the way and starts making their way. Hey, thank you very much for the raid, Stream. Welcome in, Stream of Many, everybody there.
Hello.
So they lead you over to what they call the stocks, and it's essentially just a pen. And inside the pen, they kind of like toss you in or like push you in, you know, very aggressively. And you kind of stumble in, and when you do, you are met with tiny, strange creatures. In front of you are about 5 small mushrooms. Not small like this, but D&D small. So the size of like maybe a large chihuahua. And they like tilt their head exactly at the same time when they see that someone is thrown into their pen. And when they tilt their head, these mushrooms, like all at once, they pop out little legs and stand up.
Oh my god, somehow more adorable than the bunnies.
Hi.
They don't say anything. They all seem to be moving in tandem, though, as if like in a group. Every movement one of them makes, the others all make simultaneously, and they all seem to be moving as one. And so it's very Pikmin-like. And they
about to get West Side Story.
Yeah, they start.
This is the
they
music
start
one.
snapping. And as you enter the cage, they just seem very confused. And you see a series of guards are standing in front of you now.
What is the cage made of?
The cage is made of very highly reinforced wood and vines.
Did they take anything from us?
No.
Okay.
Hey, before you go, what was with these snails?
Why the snails fast?
You see, are you talking to the like Herringon like people that
Yeah,
let
just
you in?
people guarding us. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the Herringon people that led you in, kind of who was like back turned to you and just chilling like at the front of the gate where they threw you in. He kind of like slowly like turns around at you. He doesn't look at you, but enough to where he's like sideways, and he's like, "I'm not supposed to talk with you."
Oh, well, I mean, that seems very boring for both of us.
Yeah, you're right. What did you want to know?
What was with the running snails? I've never seen snails move that fast.
Really? That's
Yeah, where we come from, they're
these
really
are like
slow.
slower than our normal ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're prepping for the snail racers today.
Snail races.
I've heard of horse races and
What's a horse?
camel races.
What's a camel?
These are, I guess, there are snails.
I thought you
Well,
just
like
said
our-
you didn't have snails.
We do
No, we
have, but
have-
they're
they're
really
just
little and
small.
slow.
Very small.
Like 4 legs and they're furry and there's no shell.
Your snails have 4 legs and they're furry?
No, horses.
Horses.
You're
They're just
very
four-
confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
Anyways,
how do I
yeah,
watch
snail
the races? I want to watch the races. Can you like move? Can
He's
I see
like-
from here?
He goes, "You guys are prisoners."
Is there a roof to this cell?
No.
Really casual. We're really casual prisoners.
Can I start climbing up the wall?
God damn it. Yeah, you hear, "Hey, don't do that. Hey."
I want to watch the races.
I want to watch the races.
All right, so
Hey, do you think we'd get like a better view from up there? Like just point to the top of the little barn
He's
there.
like, come on, guys, you're gonna get me in trouble. And
Are the bars big enough where I could just go through them?
yes, yeah. No, if you wanted to escape, you do, and then you're like, well, I'm gonna stick with my
I
people
wait.
for a second.
If you guys aren't gonna go out, oh, okay, hold on. I come back in. And just like,
He sees you like walk through the bars, and he's like, hey, and like pushes you back in, like shoves you kind of back in.
What do I see?
I thought we were. I'm
So
sorry, I thought
you
we were-
climb up the top, and you're like bending a lot of the like wood over, because it's like soggy wood because you're in the swamp. So like a lot of it's bending over, but it's like enough to where it becomes like a weird bench, if you will. So it's like you climb all the way up, and then suddenly you're like sitting on the top of this fence line, and you have a perfect view, and you can see now that there are stands around this this oval shape. But you see that this oval shape does lead out into different parts of the area, like the swamp here, and the snails are no longer in sight. You don't see them anymore.
Let's go to the oval.
Can we go to the oval?
No, you guys got to stay here. You're at the stocks. You're prisoners.
You can just come with us. It's
No.
fine.
No, I can't do that. I'll get in trouble.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Stop us? We're already like up high now.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like put my
I'm gonna
arm up.
take my warhammer and like put it down so Svara can grab it and just like.
I'll grab it and then I'll grab Noah. Noah, come on.
Oh, okay. What?
Guys,
We're going up.
What? Oh,
We're going up.
Are you guys
We're getting
sure?
elevated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. No, I'm just kind of like.
So you see the guy is hella flustered. He's like, no. Oh no.
It's okay. Well, we're just going to the oval. You can come watch us there.
Okay. Well, shit.
Yeah, if you come with us, you'll still be guarding us, so you won't be murdered by your leader.
And he's like, okay, that I can do. Don't run away, please.
Definitely pinky promise.
What's that?
Go.
So it's like pinkies.
I don't think they have pinkies.
Like holds up like a mitt
Oh,
for hands.
okay. What's with the mushrooms?
Huh? Oh, those things?
Yeah.
Oh, those are our like mud cultivators. They make it to where, you know, we can eat and stuff like that. We keep them here as pets.
They're kind of cute.
Yeah, they're a little weird.
They really are.
They're very off-putting, if you will.
I'm gonna gently lower Svara and Valthorian to the ground, and then I'm gonna hop back in and pick one up.
You're gonna hop back in and pick one up? Okay.
They go in.
When you pick
Gangs.
one up, it like starts to shudder because it's like trying to like move, but the other ones are also shoved and moving and stuff like that. It looks like if you pick one up, you're gonna have to pick them all up.
All right, I
Don't
picked
break
them all
the
up.
family.
I
Okay.
picked them all up.
Okay.
I'm holding them like barrel style.
Yeah, you got them. You got them all in front of you.
All right,
Okay.
and then
When
I'm
you
gonna...
hold them close to you and you pick them up, they have little tiny legs and everything like that. But the second you pick them up and now you have their all of them, the little cap that they have on their head lifts and tilts a little bit to uncover what looks to be a tiny little face. Little black
God.
beady eyes and a
It
big
is
old
so much cuter.
big
now.
old smile mushroom. And you just hear
Oh no.
as they like start to like scream an awful noise.
I'm gonna like rub the cap of their head.
Yeah. and
Nate,
the
stop kidnapping things just because they're cute.
their little caps go down and their mouths kind of slightly shut, and they're just like you can see a big old smile on their face. It's like cartoonish smile with like, you know, big old cheekbones and everything like that,
Right.
because they're like
So carrying them all like on my chest, barrel style, I'm now going to walk to the door of the cage and just kind of kick it open.
you can see he's fumbling with the lock, and when you kick it open, it's still not unlocked, but it breaks the lock right off. And he's like,
All right, let's go.
okay.
To the oval.
He's like, I'm gonna have to fix that later. All right, yeah, come with me.
When does the next race start?
It's in progress right now.
Oh,
They're just
oh,
not
oh.
in the oval.
Let's vote. Let's mush.
Okay. And he'll lead you over to an area, and he's like looking around. People are staring at you, but they don't know that you're supposed to be in captivity or anything, so they're not doing anything. But he's looking around to make sure nobody's like noticing him alongside you, and he's like, just have a seat right over here. And he points to the stands.
All right. I'll
Yeah,
take
I'll
a seat.
definitely sit down.
So what's their name, friend that's watching us?
My name?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people ask me my name. My name is Jehoshaphat.
I'm not surprised nobody asked you your name.
What? Why?
Well, just in case we know that you're taking us back and we're going to die or whatever. But if we were not to do any of that, that would mean perhaps your life would be forfeit. And
No. You're definitely coming back, and you're gonna die.
Yes, but if we didn't, like, that would be
No,
bad
that's
for
not
you.
gonna happen though.
I know. Yes, we all know that. But if you wanted a life that wasn't constant death, if you don't do a simple task, do you know your way around these lands aside from your Harengon village, or I don't know? Are you more than 6 months, or?
Am I more than? Do I look like I'm not? Do I look like a 6-month-old? What the hell? I'm 2.
Yes, I apologize. That was rude of me. I am new here.
Duh! Svara's just gonna gently slap Val on the back of the head.
But
Be nice.
If this had to go longer, perhaps I'm basically gonna try to talk him to watch us for like an extended period of time. That if he just stick with us, perpetually watching us. But basically, just trying to go into it's just like
he'll never fail his mission if he's just constantly watching.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So I guess I'm trying to persuade him into like letting down his guard enough to like go. We're not gonna run away, but like yeah, you gotta watch us type of thing.
Sure.
So I guess I just want to persuade him to like
chill,
ease up that much.
So you can attempt to try and get him to ease his anxiety by roll a persuasion check on him, and I will counter roll anxiety.
That's fair. That's
What's
a 21.
the roll for anxiety?
21. So yeah, even with my 16 on the die, you managed to get him to calm down just a little bit. He's like, you make a very interesting point.
As soon as
If
he's calm,
don't stop watching you, they can't say I wasn't watching you.
Exactly.
As soon as he calms down, I'm gonna hold up the mushrooms and say, "I'm keeping these."
He's like, but we need those for our crops.
These are the only ones you have?
No.
Oh, are we gonna take down a civilization if we accidentally
No,
take these
they're not the
mushrooms?
only ones we have, but I mean, it's kind of like what we use them for. I mean, what do you use to cultivate your crops?
Water?
Cows.
Whatever a cow is, and water, I know what water is, but if whatever a cow is, we don't come to your place and just take your cows and be like, hey, we're taking this. I mean,
but these are much more portable than cows are.
Well, I don't
Cows
know.
are very
cows. How
large.
big are cows? Like this big?
I'm gonna do like a little bit below my height, and then like wingspan wide.
Yeah, and he's like, dear Lord,
Yeah.
these things are gigantic.
Yeah. Really good for plowing the land.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a coil of rope and tie it like a lasso around the mushrooms so they all stay together.
Okay.
And
They
then
look
tie the
ultra content.
and then tie the
No.
other end around my waist.
All
Okay,
they want
excellent.
is to cuddle.
Yeah, they look super content. Like their eyes are all doing like the anime like triangle up kind of thing. Yeah, and they are just loving it. It's gross though because they're like kind of moving and shifting and stuff like that still, but they're happy.
It's
you
creepy
think
and cute. It's
yeah, you
creepy and
think
cute
you
at the same
hear
time.
you think you hear like a little like jaunty song that they're all humming together. But it's you don't know. It's just like a little high pitch for you. Anyways, you are there at the bottom of the track. You see that Jehoshaphat has completely kind of calmed down. And you hear, let's see, let's go with, get your end caps here, get your end caps. And you see a very, very obese, Herringon kind of making his way like around the track, and he looks to be wearing a wooden backpack like thing that has a thing of rope hanging from around his neck, and he has in front of him a large plate full of what look to be like mushrooms, but they're like end cap mushrooms, and he is just hawking them off to people. You see some people like pulling him over and grabbing some off his plate and everything. And he waddles his way over towards you. End cap, you want it? Oh, Joe, who are these people? They're guests. They wanted to see the snail races here.
Yeah.
Are the mushroom caps on his platter? The mushrooms?
They're not the mushrooms.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They're like a brownish orange, and the ones
I was
you have,
about to start a brawl.
they're brownish.
Also,
Go ahead.
there's no other people other than Herringon, right? This is like a full Herringon
Full
society.
Herringon
We're the
society.
only ones that
Okay.
are okay. Making sure, yeah. I was like,
Just
this is
checking,
like
yeah.
That's why he immediately like stopped talking and like saw like when he saw you. And then he's like, all right, Joe, you want an end cap or?
I'm gonna reach up and slide 3 of the things off of his platter.
And he looks over at you and he's like, all right. Huh. End caps, get your end caps. And he just walks away.
I'm gonna hand one to Svara, Joe, and Valathorian.
Okay. Do you eat these end caps?
I'm gonna
waiting to see
examine
if
it first.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till everybody else eats one first.
Spudda, give me a nature check.
Yeah. 7. I'm rolling. Wow, that's bad.
Looks like a mushroom.
I rolled a 9, a 3, and a 7.
You
in the
did.
last
I'm
rolls.
gonna-
Why?
I'm
I
gonna-
rolled 2 nat ones. I can't say anything.
I'm gonna break a piece off of Valathorian's and
Okay.
eat it.
You go to eat it. You need to roll a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please.
Okay.
Depending on how you do, will dictate if I eat it.
14.
You're fine.
I will see that my robot friend is unharmed and cautiously take a bite. And just before my teeth sink in, wait a second. Like, yeah, it's like,
Why am I doing
and that's a
this?
3. That's a 3 plus 1, so that's a 4.
Hell yeah, it is, Noah. Excellent. Noah,
It's got
just
an
when
interesting-
you take a bite in, when you're like chewing on it and you can taste it and everything like that, it's a good mushroom. It tastes fine. And you look over, and the people who had taken the mushrooms before all are handing them to their children for some reason. And you look over, and the children are now munching on them as you're like chewing it, and it's in your mouth, and you're mid swallow. You start to hear the giggles and laughter of children as they start to float up in the air. And you suddenly feel light on your feet, and you start to float in the air.
Okay.
Do I
It looks
notice
like
him
this is more
floating?
of like a children's candy, if you will. That
Do
gets...
I notice him
Okay.
floating?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you start to, like, the first thing you see is his hair, like, kind of starts lifting up off his shoulders and
Okay.
just, like, starts floating up in the air, kind of like he's in space or underwater. And then,
Okay.
like, the rest of his body just starts to float up.
Is
Oh,
it
I
like,
want one.
is it like
so I
to
was
a
gonna
no-
eat
point?
hers.
Yeah, is it to a point or is it like am I just going
you
into
hope
infinity?
it is. You just start to
I'm
float upwards.
I'm gonna reach up slowly and just kind of grab his ankle and hold him like a balloon.
Yeah.
You have to do the same thing to Spudda, too, because she eats hers, and when she swallows
I'm gonna-
it, she begins to float up in the air as
I'm
well.
just gonna give you the end of like rope. Just gonna tie it around my
So,
waist. It's
I've got
holding
balloon
on to
Svara,
Balloon Svara and Balloon Noah, as
and
you are in the air.
I am
Oh.
stricken with grief as I am not floating.
Uh,
I do have a real question though. I don't know what your experience with mushrooms are. Were they good? Was it sweet like a candy? Is it just a literal like earthy?
It was just an earthy flavor.
Okay, I'm like, was it good? So I'm thinking, would I go for a second bite or not? I was just
Svara
like,
ate the whole thing, and she is currently doing like in air like backflips.
You're loving it.
if it's good, I'll finish mine. But suspicious, and I have my scythe out because that's how I'm gonna like catch myself if I fall. I'm never falling again. I will feather fall myself until I will never fall.
So I'm gonna take the end that I'm holding with Svara, and I'm going to tie it to Valathorian's ankle. So now I have like a rope that I'm holding in the middle,
It's
and
like a
then I'm
kite.
just gonna hold. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So as they're floating around, the snails come racing past you again. This time, a new snail in the lead. You can tell the difference between these snails because they have colorful, like painted shells along their sides that have like orange pinstripe, a purple flag. The other one has like a blue splash of water that looks like water kind of running along its side. And they race past you. And then finally they reach the end, and it like everybody starts yelling out, roaring, and everything. And it seems like the race has completed. And Jehoshaphat goes, "All right, can we go back to the cage now?"
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. What else? What are you expecting?
More
Races.
Yeah, no. That was it. It was just a race. I mean, it looks like, I don't know. The blue one went. That's Nimblefoot.
Oh.
He doesn't have feet.
I don't know if you know anything about snails, but they have a large foot. That's actually what they have.
Oh, I don't like that.
I love that. Wait, so why is everyone still in the stands?
Oh, well, I mean, there's going to be a series of races today. This one's over.
Yeah, we're waiting for the
Yeah,
next one at least.
Yeah, I want to see more.
No, I thought you
You're
just wanted to
still
see
watching us. You're still watching us.
Can I, from my elevated point, see if like guards are just coming to
So what you're
rearrest
gonna
us
say?
or something?
Yeah. So what's happening, Noah? As soon as you say that, you hear like the sound of like horns going off. They're not like your like medieval trumpet, like or anything like that. It's more of like a.
Ugh, ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see coming out onto the field as people kind of cheer, you see a very like kind of a mid-size or taller Harengon, very familiar to you as you had just met with him, but you see a blue scarf like blowing far behind him in the wind as he makes his way out. He's like waving to the crowds and he's waving at everybody. And he looks...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, do your thing.
Seeing him, Svara would grab the rope and like climb down.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
maybe pull Val down too, just so that we don't float to attract our attention to ourselves.
I'll say that mid doing that, you are down and you're like trying to pull Noah down, and he looks over in your direction and he goes, "What's that?"
I'm gonna give him a big thumbs up.
And he snaps his fingers and everybody rushes over, and you can see Jehoshaphat like curls up into a little ball. He's like, no.
I will not let anybody hurt Jehoshaphat.
Okay, you pull Jehoshaphat a little bit closer, and you the group of Haringons approaches, and he goes, "What are you doing out of your cage?"
We wanted to watch the snail races. I mean, in our land, snails are very slow and small. So
We're still in captivity.
Yeah, see, he's still watching us, guarding us.
We're still here.
He shakes his head. You can see that like he squints his eyes at Jehoshaphat and then looks back at you, and he goes, interesting. So you're interested in our snails, are you?
Yeah, they're kind
Yeah.
of cool.
They do seem really cool.
And he looks around the crowd, and he goes, "Well, it looks like you're drawing a lot of eyes and attention."
Is it the little guy floating in the sky?
No, that's pretty normal around here, actually. And yeah, he floats by the scene. He floats by, like this through the camera from like behind, and like swimming in the air. So, anyways, he goes, well, how about this? How about if you win our little race? Maybe I'll let you go. Throw a little entertainment our way, and we'll let bygones be bygones.
Do we get snails?
What? No.
Why
Why would you get a snail?
We have to. So, like, we're racing against snails?
No, you ride this. Were you not just watching?
Well, that's what I said. Do we get snails to ride?
Oh, I thought you meant like, do you just like win a snail or something like that?
Oh, can we win a snail?
No!
I don't think he's gonna let us keep the snails afterwards. I think he's just giving us to ride.
I'm gonna hold up the grouping of mushrooms. I'm keeping these though.
Hey, what? No, you cannot keep those. Hello, those are ours.
You're real blatant with the thievery. Hey, are you gonna?
They're literally brigand. His name is the Brigand King.
Yeah, I mean, I earned that title.
Just out of curiosity, are you gonna kill Jehoshaphat as soon as we
probably,
leave?
depending on whether or not you win.
Oh, I'm gonna have a team huddle real quick. It's just like, we could probably just I mean, we could just run with these mushrooms in this one rabbit.
What if we all got onto a snail and then ran? Because then we'd also have a getaway vehicle.
So, like, pretend to do the race and just run, like,
or
instead of
just
doing a
do the
full
race
lap.
and keep running.
Oh, finish the race and like not pull
Just
over.
keep going. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I like this.
You done chitter chatting? What's going on?
Yeah. We were just trying to figure out
How you can get one up on me, right?
No. How to be the
which
most
one of us was the
entertaining-
best
yeah.
suited to race, and we decided it's gonna be all of us on one snail.
On one, you all just want. They can't carry you all. It's one per.
Oh, so you want us to race each other?
Yeah.
Wait,
But-
so that, you realize that gives us significantly higher odds of winning, right?
Yeah.
So-
Well, one of you is gonna win.
Well, no. If one of us
Yeah.
wins, all three of us, and this guy,
And the mushrooms.
and the mushrooms, they're
Wh-
all
what-
let go.
What if two of us were on one? Like one of us was small enough that like we can both ride one. Would that be okay?
Roll a persuasion.
All
Who?
right.
That's a weird thing to say.
I think it should
Persuade
be Val.
Okay.
Can I be helping Val?
I was saying, I have
yeah.
a plus
Yeah, you can
6
help
to
out.
persuasion.
I have first roll was a 16 altogether, and the second roll was an 11, so 16.
16. Okay. Man, I'm on fire tonight. That's a 5. All right. So he looks at you and he goes, "No, you're all gonna die. Fuck that." And then, like, all of a sudden, like, a hand kind of comes up over his shoulder, and you see a familiar face as Jebik comes through, and she looks at him and she's like, "Just let him go. It's not worth it."
Hey,
You're
supposed to be
alive!
dead.
Yeah, no, she's the holder of the. She's the only one that can use the thing.
So you lied to us.
No, everybody else is dead. They're dead. They're
You
gone.
said everybody was dead. You
They're
didn't say
super
everybody else was
You
dead.
did specifically say Jevik was dead.
I did not. I didn't say Jevik was dead. I said
Yes, you
everybody
did.
was
You
dead.
said yes, and Jevik is a
hey,
buddy.
Jevik. Hey, Jevik.
Yeah.
He said you were dead.
I mean, he kills a lot of people, so it's like,
Is this
I get
really
it.
who you want to support?
yeah.
Have you considered unionizing?
Have you considered unionized?
What is a? I've heard this twice now from you. I was in the background when you said it the first time. I don't know.
It's workers grouping together to demand better treatment.
All right, everybody. We're gonna get started with this race now, and we're gonna bring in these newcomers here. What's your names again? I don't know what your. It doesn't matter what your name is. So we're gonna go ahead and.
Hey, we win, we all go free.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna let them on the snails, and they're gonna race, and they're gonna lose, and we're gonna kill them anyways. But it's gonna be a lot of fun.
How many people are we racing?
There's a group. There's 8 of you.
Like there's like the 3 of us, and,
then
8 more.
What, 5 more? Yeah.
5 more.
Yeah, math.
Okay.
During the tutorial, Svara and I, through various magics, I'm sure we'll be able to whisper Union propaganda.
Oh
without
right,
anybody-
yes,
yeah, 'cause we
I have mind link. I
Yeah,
will be
I can
mind
whisper
linking
and nobody
with
can hear my
random
whispers.
Herondon that I can see to tell them about unionizing.
Yeah,
Oh,
no one
God.
can hear the whisper unless only my target. So I feel like Svara and I would be like, it's like, you could demand better
treatment.
working conditions. Like,
Okay. In an attempt to unionize, you spend a little bit of time gathering a few on your side, maybe. You see a few people scratching their heads, looking around like,
just plant the seeds.
maybe this sucks. And
Maybe.
yeah, as you can see, like a pile of fucking what you call it, dead bodies getting like pushed into the fucking
Well, that's
swamp.
the thing. You gotta unionize when the option is death.
Yeah, sure. That could probably pull their or persuade them.
Tired of dying
So
on the job?
It's a solid platform.
you get led to the starting line, and they have brought out like the whole lineup of snails. The entire lineup of snails is made up of different colors. Each of the colors has like a different design on it, and you can come up with a design whenever we get to it. But you can pick your color as we go through this. So if you want one, just let me know, and I'm going to go through these colors here.
Blue.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Are Svara and Valathorian still floating?
We'll say that no. We'll say that it
Okay.
lasted just a minimal amount of time. Otherwise, kids would
So-
just be floating off into space.
Maybe like a minute. That seems like a D&D time
Sure.
period.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up Noah so that he is now even with Svara and I. And I'm saying, can we cheat?
Well,
You do a group huddle, and Svara and you are there, but like
Yeah,
Noah
I'm
is dangling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love it. Love that.
I mean, I don't weigh a lot, but if I weigh too much, I can make myself smaller and
Can you get
kind
smaller
of
than
we
this?
can. Yes, it was an accident, but I can make myself.
Well,
I can
that's
also
what-
make somebody bigger. But
That's what
I
I'm
can make-
saying, because I can like tell some of these guys just to like not race.
Oh, hey,
So-
can you make the snail bigger?
Yes,
It would.
very bluntly,
Deadpan.
very bluntly. Yeah, it's like yes.
Let's do it.
But for about a minute, because I was gonna say if we want to like Mario Kart double dash this, and I'm on the back hucking things fire,
That's
I
not-
can,
but that,
I can
like-
do that.
That's what I'm saying. Are we like as a group okay with totally cheating?
Yes.
All right, great.
Well, I don't.
The
think
other
a
option is death. I don't
yeah,
think there's
Oh,
I don't
that's
think there's
true.
any point in integrity.
Is Joe racing?
Well, that's a great point that you bring up. As Noah brought a wonderful idea to the table, we are definitely going to run with that. So you see now that mounting these snails are not just one, but 2 individuals to each snail. And
shit.
each one of these
Yeah.
A
snails,
driver and a shooter.
each one of these shells has
Double dash, yeah.
a strange like platform attached to the back end of the shell. And one of the herringons like jumps up onto the platform and hangs on from that position. And he looks over at you and he goes 1, 2, and 3. So who's gonna be the one that gets one of us?
I want Joe.
Joe's like, what?
Looks
Oh,
like
you
it's
have to
Joe
watch
and
us.
Captain.
You have to watch us, Joe.
Yeah, it's the rules, Joe.
I
Oh, you swore to watch us, Joe.
don't
For-
I don't think
forever.
I've never raced before. I don't know if I can.
Okay, so do you want to drive or do you want to be the spear stabby one? This is spear stabbing, right? I turned to
God
Agdon.
dang it! I
already
can't roll
I'm-
above a
I'm-
5.
I'm already handing him a spear. I'm already. It's just like I believe.
Joe
I-
is
I
like
believe in
taking
you,
the
Joe.
spear.
Well,
He's like,
believe in
where
you.
did you get that?
I
"Hey, where
found
did you
it-
get that? It's like a
found it.
pile of spears right there. What are you talking about?
Found it in the spear pile. It was just
Yeah,
casually there.
You
I
give Joe
assumed-
the spear. Joe
I
takes
assumed
it.
it was
He's-
for everybody.
He's like, okay.
I'm gonna lift Joe with the spear
Hold on.
onto our
Somebody
platform.
behind him, like puts a like leather football helmet like over top of him, and his ears pop out the top, and he just kind of gets pushed towards you, I guess, when you do your thing.
Joe, quick question.
Yeah.
Are you more comfortable
Uh-huh.
with the stabbing or the driving? Because I'm pretty good at stabbing.
Define comfortable.
But I've also got training in vehicles land.
Well,
so
I mean, that literally kind of defines what you're going to be doing here. But I mean, I've been a guard for like 6 months, so
you have like basic weapon training.
Yeah, for like a quarter of my life, I've been trained in weapons.
All right, so you'll be the stabby one.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull from my backpack 3 very sharp javelins.
Okay.
And it's to hand them. These are very good for throwing.
He picks one up and he's like, "Whoa, this is heavy."
Okay, and then I'm going to pick him up and chunk him onto our platform.
Okay.
He lands on the back of the snail and he's just like a board, like boom, and just like sticks.
Noah, I don't really have things to throw, so you should be the weapons person.
Yeah, I don't turn into ghosts as much now. It's a little bit easier. It's
good.
It's not bad. Yeah.
But you absolutely should make our snail ginormous so it can run faster, cover more ground.
Okay. Full disclosure, that's the tornado thing. Remember how I said like sometimes when I try to do the magic, it's like a tornado of chaos within my soul that I have to control.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the when I do this, and I'm just to shoot a fireball like just in the air in just a direction. It's like
you hear people scream, and like people start freaking out.
Yeah, that one's easy now. I can like make things taste like stuff, and I can like just shoot a little something.
Oh, so you can do cantrips. Cantrips are fine.
Yeah, I can do that without turning into a plant. But the big ones, I can do them, but that gets dangerous, and I don't want to hurt you. So
no, okay, yeah, that's okay. So let's save that for an emergency.
Yeah.
And we can look at the book later to see what exactly is going on with you.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have an idea.
If there's a thing to not make that happen, that'd be great.
I don't think that's an option.
Oh. Well. Okay. Well, damn. Well,
we'll look at the player's handbook later.
Yeah.
You start to hear the sound of horns.
Oh, let's go.
So hold on.
Scramble up the side of a.
I want the red snail with a racing stripe.
Okay. So
what I want with the blue snail with the star.
Okay, so you so let's see. Let me go down the line of colors just in case you want to change your mind, but of course you can go with whatever you want. But pink, blue, purple, green, yellow, orange, red, or black. So Svara, you wanted blue with a star on the side. So you are approached by what look to be like a pit crew, if you will. It is a very, very similar looking family, and every one of them. Bro, thank you very much for the 18 months. Oh my gosh, resub.
Woo!
Much appreciated, bro. Welcome in, by the way. You see a pit crew of individuals approach you all in overalls. They look like they're wearing overalls, and they approach you and they're like, "Hey, so what do you want on the side of your little snail there?"
Stars.
Stars, okay. Those are the
White
things in
stars.
the sky, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Make it real pretty.
All right, everybody, you heard the woman. Stars. And you see that they pull up like these what look like paint cans, but they're like they are flowers that have goo in them. And they pull out the goo, and when they put it on the snail, it doesn't do anything until they start spitting on it. And when they spit on it, the goo changes colors, and it gives you that blue, like that nighttime blue, and white to make your stars. And then Nate with Joe.
Watching this, I'm gonna raise my hand and wait for him to acknowledge me.
Who the
painter guy?
Yeah. Okay, so pit crew comes over to you. He's like, "Hey, yeah. What do you want?"
Does your spit change the color, or
It
is
sure
it already
does.
that color?
Nope.
That's okay. All right, so I'm thinking.
You
red.
cannot harvest his spit. You are not gonna milk this guy.
No,
for
I
his
was
spit.
gonna.
No.
I was going to put my fingers in the paint and then like run race stripes under my eyes.
I can help you out with that if you want that.
Because I don't want him to spit on my.
I can help.
So we're gonna do red.
Red, okay.
And then we're gonna do a white racing stripe down the middle because
What?
it makes it go faster.
Oh.
Who wants to see him spit in his face? Throw it in the chat.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, you want that white racing stripe to make you go faster, right? Okay.
Yep.
I see you. All right, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go do that then. And then he
Yay!
And I have a
go
moment-
ahead and he paints it on with the goop, spits on the snail, and all of a sudden, boom! Like red paint and white stripe pop up on the snail. You spend the next like 15 minutes as the crew does that to like all the snail participants. And you get to name your snail now at this point. So Svara and Noah, what would you like to name your snail?
I would like to sheepishly approach the snail
Yep.
and just kind of like get a sense for what it's is it like aggressive? Is it a gentle soul?
You need to, okay, you are riding the blue one. You need to go ahead and roll an animal handling check for that.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm here being like, escargot.
That's pretty good.
With like a lot of O's.
I rolled a 22.
Oh my God.
These are all for you guys to see in the chat and the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw it.
I'm like,
22.
there's proof. Yeah.
So you walk up to the snail, and the snail looks to be grazing, but it's like grazing in the dirt. It looks to be like digging around and nuzzling for something. And when you approach, it like bends its neck over towards you, and one of the eye stalks goes from being, because it was close to the ground, one of the eye stalks goes from being inverted, like building out towards you. And then both eye stalks are like pointed at you and looking at you. It looks to be somewhat calm. It looks to be interested in what you are or what's going on.
Okay. Svara, do you feel good about driving this I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. The snail, but it seems
Hold on,
really
give me a
nice.
second.
Seems nice.
Svara is gonna go ahead and cast Animal Friendship,
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh damn.
which lets me convince a beast that I mean it no harm.
Yeah.
But if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails.
Okay.
Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me. And the spell ends if we harm the animal, but we're not going to be doing that, so we're just trying to make friends.
All right. So it is a 3, you said, is what you're looking for? Like to see if it's even
Under.
capable of doing that?
I think it's 4 or higher. Yeah, it has to be 3 or lower for
Yeah,
it to be
3 or
friend.
lower. You're good.
Okay, cool.
This snail is not.
Okay, well then it's our friend now.
Okay. No save or anything. It just happens.
It's gotta
No,
make
they
a
get
save,
wisdom
yeah.
save 13.
Wisdom save. Okay. So
You'll get like
They can
advantage.
choose to fail this.
cool. Awesome. No, it's okay because I'm rolling low. That's a 4. I don't
That's
think
my
I've
friend
rolled
now.
anything above a 5 today. So
It's
yeah.
my friend now.
You get the idea that the snail is your friend because
Yay.
you cast animal friendship on it. What do you do to cast animal friendship? What happens?
Svara will approach it, and the eye stalks are out forward, but like I guess the top. Svara's just gonna like be like, "Hi, buddy. We're gonna have so much fun together. You're gonna run real good for me," and just like kind of like soothing,
Okay.
gentle tone, caress it, kind of like you would like calm a horse.
Sure.
She has no other references.
The snail.
Svara's not an animal person. Sithara is.
Yeah. The snail, you calm it down and you give it some soothing words. Very quickly rushes up to you with its face, and like the bottom of its face is like the bottom of its foot still, and this rubs it across your whole side,
hello.
and just leaving like a trail of slime across your face.
Oh, you know, this would be incredibly expensive to get done at a spa, so thank you for that free spa treatment, buddy.
You see
I
it
was
kind of like waving its head back and forth now.
I was gonna take it off you. I was like, I can get that. Oh, you want that on you? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, snail mucin. It's real good. Google it.
Oh, well, when I can't, but
No, I was talking to the viewers.
Oh.
That was out of character.
Okay. So you are friends with this snail, you
I
believe,
am
at least.
just covered in snail mucin.
Escargot, by the way. Nate and Joe, what would you like to name your snail?
His name is going to be Snell.
Snell.
Snel. Snell the snail.
Snell the snail.
You missed an opportunity because it could have been escargon. Like you could have just like tried to one up it somehow.
Right.
And completely unrelated and not anything planning. How big is this like oval arena?
How big is the arena itself?
Like the racetrack.
The oval racetrack itself, just the oval racetrack, is probably like 100 feet from one side to the other.
Okay. They said there's nothing behind it. It's just a question.
You measuring like
Yeah.
throwing
So it's about
distance or-
100. It's 100 feet from one side to the other. All right. So let's see. Okay, we got the names, we got everything like that, and we are pretty much ready to go. Every one of the snails goes up to the starting line. Each one of them staggered, next. It's like in twos. So you guys are all kind of like lined up two at a time, two in a row. You guys get lined up next to each other, and you're second behind two in front of you. And then they keep going all the way back until all 8 are lined up. So you are on blue and red. Escargot and Snell the snail. And you start to hear, all right, let's do this thing. And you see the blue, cloth that is on his neck. He pulls it off and raises it in the air, and it starts to
But, immediately guidances. But anyway, yes.
it raises in the wind. And it's like flapping in the wind, and you start to see like the herringon like start to look at each other, all looking all nervously at each other. It's like gripping tighter on the reins as they get ready. And suddenly, the herringon Agdon releases the blue cloak as it kind of sails through the air, immediately sending like 2 or 3 of his followers like running after it to grab it so it doesn't go too far. And you see suddenly. The snails, like completely against all physics, like start to take off and like snap your heads back. And Noah and Joe are gonna have to roll to hang on for this first little initial sprint. So Noah, give me a strength athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check to stay on to this on this thing.
Oh right.
Fucking hell. I'm not using that dice anymore.
I didn't want to interrupt your speech of how everything was going. But before it would happen, like right before the scarf drop, I wanted to try and get the attention of one of the snails next to me.
Okay. Well, we'll say it's in front of or behind you, because the one next to you is Svara and Noah's.
On the other side?
Yeah, you guys are like tandem, like one next to each other, and then there's 2 in front of you, and there's like
that's
more
how we
sets
are.
behind you.
Okay, I see.
Then go with somebody that's in front of me.
Okay, so the person in front of you, they're going to be like the ones that are literally in first place.
Not
right
the
now.
herringon though, the snail.
And what do you want to do? Try to get its attention?
Yeah, I need it. I want it to hear me.
Okay. Well, what do you do?
I want it to make a wisdom saving throw.
No, period. Just make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn.
Get fucked. That's an 18. Finally.
I want it to make another wisdom saving throw on a different snail.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Hold on.
The one next to it?
I mean,
Yeah, the
I
one
don't
next
think
to it.
even with a -4, does 14? Do you
Actually, no. That's absolutely perfect.
Okay, hold on.
Trying to scam me.
Hold on. Let me make sure. I don't know. It's a wisdom save?
Yeah.
These damn things. There's so many of these like little tiny creatures in the back here.
We established what they sound like.
The snails?
Yeah.
Gloop, gloop, gloop,
Yeah,
gloop.
I don't think they make much noise. They're just there.
They just slime.
Yeah,
I just imagine
it's
like
just
that.
awful slimy noises.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Wisdom. Actually a +0. So
right.
they're a bit wisdomous.
I choose another one.
Shut up. the flying scarf goes through and everybody takes off. Unfortunately, Joe fails his save as the thing takes off.
I rolled a 12.
To stay on?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you rolled a lot higher. Why did I think you didn't roll higher?
I rolled a 22 for animal handling earlier, but
Oh.
right now, right now it was a 12 acrobatics.
Okay, so it's a 12.
Can I attempt to grab Joe?
Yeah, we'll say that you can attempt to grab Joe. We'll say that you do, but what it does is it costs you 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
So you are 10 feet of movement behind whatever this next bit of movement is. So you start going, and every one of you that are driving, you need to roll a animal handling check.
All right, I am guided.
Can I get advantage because I have proficiency with vehicles land?
You sure can.
If I'm gonna fall off, could I use a tide of chaos to try to like
19.
myself?
If that
well,
happens,
19 plus a D4.
Okay.
Hold on.
Let's see. Here
20.
we go.
Dirty 20.
And a dirty 20. And Nate, what did you get?
18.
18. Both of you pretty good. Nate, you don't make up the ground that was lost due to old Joe kind of dropping off, because you spend time to like grab him. Joe and then gets back on and you start taking off. But you do manage to still make your movement. Let's see, the new next to 10 feet and on a fail save, jockey snail moves 10 feet slower, blah blah blah. Okay, so therefore you move the movement speed of the snail, and the movement speed of this snail is.
Do I get an action?
Sure, you're gonna hear in a second because stuff is gonna start happening. Movement speed of the snail is. That's not right. These things are supposed to be fast. We're gonna say they're super fast. Okay, so they're gonna go 40 feet per round, but plus or minus depending on how you roll. So Svara, yours gets an extra 10 feet of movement, so you are at 50 feet.
Nice.
40 feet for Nate's because you didn't fail horribly, but you also just succeeded. So you did basic movement speed. And then the others are gonna go here. One fails horribly, so they lose 10 feet. And then the other one is going to go, and it also does horribly, so it loses 10 feet. So Nate, you are neck and neck with two other people because their jockeys held on. Oh my god, one got a nat 1. They lose 20 feet. And then 15 for the other one, and it makes regular movement speed. Okay, so Nate, you are literally in line with like a ton of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's actually 2 more here. And they make their rolls. So Nate, there's only one snail ahead of you, and it happens to be Svara and Noah's. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snails that are currently at pace with you, and 1 snail behind you. Now, you are going, and you immediately, from your starting point, jump off of the track, the oval track that you're on, and start heading into the swamp. And you are all now going through the swamp on these snails, and you're like kind of brushing branches aside as you rush through and everything like that. First off, Svara, you are driving. Go ahead and roll me a D8.
A D8, okay.
How close am I to these other guys?
I mean, you're within like
10
reach.
feet.
Yeah. A 1? Okay. Nothing happens actually with a 1. So you managed to kind of escape through whatever might have happened in the jungle here, or in the swamp.
Were there any repercussions for my 12 earlier on the takeoff on the?
No,
the jump?
I looked again, and you happened to pass with the 12. So
Just managed to
Sweet.
catch it. Okay.
So you got a jump off the line with a great roll with Svara getting 10 extra feet,
Yeah.
and you didn't lose your footing at the beginning.
Okay. Yep.
You were saying, Svara?
Oh, I was just gonna say, whenever our actions come, like I don't
Sure.
know when that's gonna happen, but
Yep.
Svara's just gonna prepare another guidance and assume Noah's got pews ready to go.
We'll get through this with the surprises here. Go ahead and roll a D8, Nate.
Oh boy.
A 1.
God dang it.
Wow.
Double 1.
Fantastic.
I mean, nothing happens to y'all. So
Content.
yeah,
Yes.
nothing happens. Okay, so you guys both managed to evade anything that would have happened in this turn, and you can all take an action as it will right now. Take an action and do whatever you would like to do in essence of dirty fighting if you want.
Yeah.
So it is. Go ahead, Svara. I'll
Go.
It is very important. Are they within 5 feet of me?
2 of them are. One to your left, one to your right.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the one that. So there's somebody behind us, right?
There's one person behind y'all.
Is there one? There is there. Is he like directly behind another snail?
What? Oh, yeah. I guess he would be directly behind like one of the snails.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the snail that he is directly behind, so the
Okay.
one that's in front of him, and I'm gonna have that snail make a wisdom save.
God dang it.
happening. Dishing these out.
Damn it. Not this time. 6.
All right. So looking the snail in its snaily snail eyes,
Sure.
I'm gonna whisper one word as my eyes glow red in return, and simply say, "Flee."
Okay.
And he has to stop, turn around, and use his full movement going the opposite direction,
Yeah. Sure.
directly into the other snail.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
snail or the person driving?
The snail. That's why I targeted the snail.
That would have been great. The person driving.
The person jumps off and runs the other way.
So the snail like stops in its tracks and like literally the herringon on top flies over, just landing in a fucking giant pile of mud and like into some swamp water. And the snail turns around, and before it even has a chance to turn around, the other snail behind it crashes into it, sending the other herringon flying. And they're stopped, and they literally, you look behind you, and they just become small little flecks behind you as they fall behind drastically. They are out of the race.
Woo!
Noah, take some more out. And Svara, because she doesn't really have anything distancy that's useful, she's gonna guidance again.
Okay. You guys have an action. What do you want to do? Guidance, and then
That was a lot of pressure that Svara just put on me.
I did.
I'm feeling it. There's this really high stakes. I've never ridden a snail. Are there? I would guess the drivers that are. So there's 1 or 2 in front of us. Or
no,
just one
you
front
are
of
in
us?
the lead.
Okay, good.
You have 5 behind. You have 4 behind you.
The next 2 people that are behind, the next 2 closest people that are behind Nate.
So you have
And
5.
that are,
behind you.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Not
'cause
Nate.
it's Nate after us. Yeah, not Nate. Then the next 2 closest drivers. I'm gonna look at them and I'm just gonna go like think about how are they. I don't know if they're feeling. They seem kind of cool and collected, but I gotta hold it together. And I'm just gonna like remember how this happened on one of our first outings where I had this anxiety attack and just kind of like it kind of came out at me. I'm gonna go all right, no, you, not me, you, and I'm gonna channel this anxiety and I'm gonna try to chuck it, and I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver, which I have retitled Anxiety Burst, and I'm also gonna throw in a sorcery point in it because as long as I have 1 target, I can move it to 2. So I'm gonna twin spell my anxiety.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to get the next 2. I'm gonna try to get the next 2 drivers to have anxiety attacks right now.
Weaponize.
Weaponize anxiety.
I'm gonna try to flush this out of me, so they got to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh.
2 intelligence, of course. Of course.
Okay.
One is a nat 1, and the other is a nat 4.
Okay. So they just blanket damage, 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
But the other part of it is they have to take a D4 on their next
Nice.
saving throw. So if they have to make any saving throws or whatever,
Okay.
after this,
Yep.
they take away from it. And I feel a little bit better. I've pushed out. Okay. I got this. But they got that now.
Yeah,
they have that little nagging voice of like, you don't know if you're gonna do good at this. It's just like they have that now.
You while you're racing through the jungle now, you see both like people kind of like pick up, like they had their arch like back for like, you know, speed. 2 of them like pick up their back and like look behind them and look to the side, and they just look nervous as fuck right now. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Does Joe get an action?
Joe gets an action. Sure. What do you want Joe to do?
He also panics.
He has a javelin.
I say, I guess he can throw a javelin. I don't think he can do anything else.
You want
He
him
can
to
try to
throw
like
it?
pike. He can pike the snail guy next to it, just like poke at it.
We do have another snail next to us, right?
Yeah.
I want this snail to be at least 5 feet away from me.
Okay.
Well, there's no reason. I don't like people being close to me.
Okay, well,
Other
Joe attempts to fight with the individual that is also on the back of that one, and they're like, he's got your really heavy spear or your really heavy javelin. The other one's got that really janky spear, and both of them are just bumbling idiots. And they're like, one of them slaps the other in the face while they're fighting, and then like goes back to hitting. And they are terrible. That is a nat 4 and a nat 6. So I'm doing great rolling. And that is that. Yeah, that's him.
All right.
Okay. So we are led back to the next part of the race. So next is going to be our drivers are going to roll a animal handling check again. I'm going to roll for the remaining snails.
I did bad.
Hold on. I got
The 2 that were anxious don't have a disadvantage or anything like that, but I'm sure like it's really tense. Like they're really their hands are sweaty and just
Mom spaghetti.
You know,
Yeah,
somebody,
I got you.
They're worried somebody's gonna be disappointed in them.
18 for me.
Oh, perfect. I was like, you need to get 10 feet ahead of me, Svara.
One failed. Fucking off.
I'm still 10 feet ahead. I think I.
No,
just
you
keep
needed 10
maintaining.
more feet ahead of me.
Oh,
You
I
need
don't
to
think
get
I
further
will
away. He's-
get.
Because I
There's some-
rolled
there's some
bad, though.
shenanigans
So
happening.
I should go
Oh.
back.
That makes sense.
Okay. So let's get your totals here. Svara, what is your total here?
18.
18. So it doesn't necessarily make the plus 10 movement, but you still get 40 feet of movement on top. So you are still in the lead at 90 currently.
Well, how long is the total course?
The total course is 480 feet.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say that. Otherwise, I was gonna pop out and get dinner. After I bring it back.
Well, if you would like to take a quick break here in just a
Yeah,
second at
we
the end
take
of this,
take
we
a
can do
little
that.
bio break at the end of the round.
Sure. All right. And Nate, what do you got?
9.
A 9. So you do fail horribly. So that only brings you up
Horribly.
horribly enough to bring you down to
30 feet.
70. So,
That's
you-
exactly what I wanted. It was part of the plan.
yeah, sure, of course. Jolly redeem
We
a
could
stretch.
I mean, we have been going for like over 2 hours, so
Yeah, I did not-
stretch everybody.
I did not think this was gonna be this long, but we're gonna go. All right. All right. So now, I'm gonna type Nate on that one, and I'll type Svara on that one, so I don't lose track of you guys. All right. Currently, we have a race. Svara and Noah, 90 feet already in the lead still. Then we have, let's see, you guys were blue, so this is gonna be pink. We have pink in second place at 80. And we have a nervous one. A nervous one is in second place as well at 80, who is purple. Then Nate, you are at 70 with Joe. And we have orange. That is right next to you, Nate. So you have one right next to you at 70.
And I have spent like 5 movement points to get slightly away from right next to him?
No. You guys are right next to each other. All right. And
But
then
there's 2 in front of me, right?
there are 3 in front of you.
Not
2
including
directly in
Svara.
front of you.
Oh, they're like directly in front
Yeah,
of me?
10 feet. So you got, okay. Svara and Noah, 90 feet. Pink and purple, 80 feet.
Well, I
Nate-
know the feet, but like when I say directly,
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just
it
theater
matters.
of the mind. This is just fucking theater of the mind.
We're
matters.
going through a narrow part of the jungle.
We're
There's
not
there's
pulling
not like
out
a wide
fucking battle
field.
map here.
Yeah.
You have, some snail butt. You have some snail butts in your face.
You have
don't-
snail butts in your face. It smells awful. Nate in orange at 70 feet and green at 60 feet. So at this point, we'll go ahead and take a break. But there are going to be some fun things that happen in this next round. So catch us here in just a moment. We're just going to grab some dinner and we're going to grab a drink, go to the restroom. We'll be back at 9:20. So we'll be back here in about 5 to 10 minutes-ish. All right. We'll see you here in a little bit.
A giant or small snail. That's what needs to happen here.
And Cher, I will check out your request here. I don't know what was going on with that. Cher, if you wouldn't mind messaging me on Discord and letting me know the details of what went down, that way I can better try and find what I'm looking for.
Hey Dan.
Yeah.
Whatever we start back at, remind me I need to ask you something, so it'll be here for the stream, so everybody will be.
Do what now?
Remind me to ask you something, but I want it to be when everyone is back.
Oh,
so
okay,
everyone
okay.
hears.
You want to say it live or on the air? Yeah.
Don't let magic casters into races.
Oh my God! Look at the art so far.
Oh, in the Discord?
Dude, there's no way Arth has joined the live draw crew now that he has a freaking drawing pad. Oh my God.
This isn't the fan art. Oh, it's the mushrooms. Oh my God, the sky narwhal is adorable.
Right? It's so good.
this is giving me solid Harry Potter vibes from Goblet of Fire, where all the people are in the stands cheering at the beginning, and then what are they doing while we're in the swamp racing?
They kind of just
kinda,
picking, they're just picking their nose and not doing
looking
anything.
around, being like, man, I wonder how it's going.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's all I thought during Harry Potter. It's like when they dive into the water, like, oh man, you can't see anything down there. I hope everyone's okay.
Okay, Cher, I don't know if you're still in chat or not, but I sent you 2 gift packages of Streamloots cards your way to make up for that lost one. I will be right back. I gotta go to the restroom, actually, not grab a drink.
Patreon.com/RunningFeyWild. Look, this show ain't free to make. We all know that. And what's the best way you can help me and the team out so we can put food on the table? Yup, Patreon. With several different tiers of support starting only at $3 a month. What is that, like a few chicken nuggets? You gain access to a ton of cool shit like inserting your own NPCs, locations, magic items, and wild magic surges into our game. Or sign up for our top tier and get a one-on-one with me monthly where we go over the campaign and everything D&D. By throwing your cash at the screen, you not only get that other cool stuff, but you get Patreon exclusives such as our soon-to-be merch, early access to podcast episodes, and tons of behind-the-scenes goodies. So run on over to our Patreon today and sign up.
I'm heartless. So when it gets to like 11:30 or 1:30, I'm like, you're tired. You're gonna cry. Like there's nothing I can do about this. And I can't put her down and just go like, this is gonna be a wild ride for the next 20 minutes.
I'm bored.
Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely had to do that when
I'm tired of screaming.
my 2.5-year-old was younger. The problem is that we don't So she lays down a bed, but then she just gets up and opens the door.
Shut
and
up
comes
with
to
that.
us.
Be bored no more
God,
with
yeah.
1985
My kid's gonna
games.
do that.
Enjoy their
And-
vast
but we don't wanna,
variety
lock
of
her in the
products
room
and help
because we want her
bring
to be
your
able to, come
tabletop
and
to
talk
a
us if
whole
she needs
new
us.
level.
Yeah.
So
With
trying
easy
to
to
get her to
use
stay is
dungeon
just me
sticky
standing
notes.
outside her door,
The deck of
making sure I'm
stories
putting her
holds prompts and
immediately back
adventure
in.
hooks for any setting, and
feel like
thousands of cutout game
my
pieces
daughter
with their
doesn't,
dungeon craft.
It'll take a while.
You've
for
come
me
all
to
this
get
way for
that,
nothing,
then
fool.
what's
The
gonna
princess
happen
is mine.
don't go
You'll
back to
never
you
get away with this,
like,
Malachor.
watching.
Write
It's
everything
gonna be
down
like,
in your
whoa,
hero notes journal
They're just
and
gonna
start your
put me back in
adventure
here, so
today.
I'm gonna play with these bunnies, and then just like
Visit the World
be
Wide
up all
Web
night
address
playing with her stuffed animals.
1985games.com and
Because
find
she's like,
many
"Oh, I don't
helpful
have to go to
products
bed."
such
We
as their
thought
Dungeon
that
Craft
would happen
series,
too,
battle
but
maps, deck of
as soon as
stories,
she
miniatures,
is worn out,
dungeon notes,
she'll
and
just
now
get up and go to
VHS
bed.
dice.
She gets very grumpy if her
Again,
bed
that's
is not made correctly, though.
1985games.com.
She'll start shifting pillows around and choose her
Interesting.
blankets.
Does my kid will just like on her knees like bouncing like but then when she finally with it she will just face plant and it's hilarious, like face plant, her butt's up and she's just face down, and that's I'll find her in the morning like just that's how she passed out and that's what she stays. It's impressive like that she will like not move. She's like, I'm tired, just straight down.
She hit the power button.
Yeah, really.
Pooja, I don't know why, but whenever you were coming back, maybe you opened a door or something, but with your green screen, it literally looked like you were just stepping out of space. You just opened a door into space and stepped out and then came back.
That's exactly what I did, though. That's where I got dinner from. Space.
They delivered, or they don't yet. They don't
DoorDash.
deliver? Yeah.
All right.
DoorDash.
And we're back right in time. Holy shit. That's
Oh,
huge.
hey.
Unmade Gaming coming in here with a huge raid.
Yo.
Hello. Welcome in, everybody.
What is up, everybody?
What? Whoa, little red dot coming in here with a follow. Thank you very much. Welcome into
Yo.
the Raiders. I appreciate it. Hey. Thank you. Everybody.
We're racing some snails, y'all.
Yeah, everybody that's coming in here, can you please roll initiative for me? Because, hello?
You're gonna make them fight?
Fight the snails.
We're gonna need all of you to fight snails, please.
We are currently snail racing. I know, right? I mean, it's pretty hardcore. We're racing snails. It's definitely faster than you would expect. We are currently in a Feywild campaign, so snail racing is more intense than it sounds. So, speaking of snail racing, we have a chart of individuals in this race, and currently Svara and Noah are in the lead. Svara is driving, and Noah is the dash. What was it called? Double dashing.
Yeah, it was
on
like
the
Mario
back of
Kart
this-
double dash. I'm on the
Mario
back.
Kart double dashing this thing on the back of a snail. Then we have the pink snail, the purple snail, and then Nate and an NPC named Jehoshaphat. And then we have orange and green kind of pulling up behind them. So anyways, we do have a series of events coming up now, though, as everybody has... Yeah, what's up?
So I understand that we're like racing on a track, but we're also like in a swamp. Are we like dodging trees and stuff?
This is on a track. Yeah, no, you're definitely like dodging in and out of trees. Like maybe like you'll be together for a moment and then you have to end or split around a large tree and then come back
Okay.
together.
Okay, perfect.
And beforehand, we agreed we want to win and not just literally, instead of going left and continuing the track, going right and just going. Like we said, we're not doing that, right?
Oh, we're just leaving?
No,
that's what I was
I
saying.
said we were gonna win
like, we
and
could
keep
just dip.
going.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right,
so,
so
we
we're
have to
gonna
like
finish
win
and
the
then keep
race
going.
and then
Yeah,
just
we were gonna
leave.
win and dip because then they could be like, oh well, they won.
So never fully find out the like ramifications of our victory. And,
I mean,
like,
we're keeping Joe.
that's our prize.
Joe goes,
we got some tiny
This is the
mushrooms
plan
and Joe
right now.
and two snails. I mean,
We
that's
also
not bad.
can't leave without Nate, so depending on what happens there, the plan to jet may not.
All right, so we're gonna.
I'll
We
catch up.
assumed we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Whether or not that actually happens, we will
Exactly.
find
We're
out.
also
Okay.
assuming this is all happening telepathically between you all as
we
you're
can talk
racing
psychically. I can
through-
cast message.
Exactly.
She has
I
like
can
some
mind
sort
link.
of Yeah, you have like a Valley Girl filter. Like, what's the other?
No.
The other
Valley Girl
version?
is something totally
Yeah,
different.
I
I have a
apologize.
mind
Correct.
link.
Don't worry
with
about
you.
that.
Don't worry
No,
about
but
that.
your other voice is that's the voice I hear though. Like,
No.
I thought.
No. You hear
Oh.
me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the other
Negative.
thing. Is
No,
what
that's
we
a
hear.
special for me. That's for me.
Okay.
It may
okay.
come out later, but not right now. We're still building on it. So, anyways, you guys are on the track and going. Track hashtag. And yeah, as it's going, you are passing by several large swampy trees, and you kind of dip into the water so much that Noah, it's like up to your neck for a moment,
Oh
and
my
then they
God.
like dip up out of the water again, and then suddenly you pass by, or you see like a flash of a bunch of stands, and it looks like there are herringon out here in the swamp waiting for people to pass by them. And as you pass
Oh.
by them, you see a large coat of dust go up into the air as they wave a giant flower woof over the field. So Svara, Noah, and Nate roll Constitution saving throws. Nate with advantage.
So this is not a good thing. This isn't like
It might.
A nat 20 for a total of 23.
God,
Nice.
nat 20 on a con save that you were already probably going to pass anyway, but sure.
9.
Have that nat 20.
17.
All right, 9 and 17. So Svara is the only one that this affects. Good thing, the lead driver.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong here? Svara, I need you to roll a D1000.
I'm sorry. It sounded like you said D1000.
I need you to roll a D1000 for me.
How the fuck am I gonna do
You have
that?
to go to the
3
internet.
D10s or roll? Okay.
I think you can roll
You
it
can
in
do 3D10.
the chat. Can you roll
that
it
are,
in
that
chat?
are Google
I don't
it.
think I have D1000 yet. I could.
Hold on, dice roller D1000. There we go. I got it.
Everything okay up there? I'm just bouncing around.
Definitely okay.
I was all wet. I'm trying to get myself dry.
574.
I have a D100. Why wouldn't I have a D1000? Hold on. I am making a D1000 thing in chat because we need one for this game anyways.
It wasn't in the budget.
Too many sides.
Roll D1000, and I need to copy this. There we go. Okay, so you can now roll a D1000 in chat. Just exactly the way Elria did. Okay, so you rolled a what, Svara? Excuse me?
574.
A 574, nearly right down the middle. 574. No! Oh no! Oh no!
That is not the reaction I want from my DM ever.
I think it's great.
Okay, content warning.
Oh God.
Dental stuff.
I'm sorry.
Are we all comfortable with dental stuff? Svara, or I'm sorry, Pooja, Brandon, and Junie?
Only if it's not my teeth falling out.
Okay, god damn it. Okay, well,
Because I do have nightmares about that sometimes.
yeah, sure, no,
Oh,
absolutely.
oh dear.
Would you
Wow.
mind re-rolling that D1000 for me?
Sure.
Are all her teeth gonna fall?
Yo, check
No,
the
don't say
Patreon.
it, don't say
check
it,
the
don't say it.
Patreon for the version
No.
that would have happened.
No, hey, we're skipping X card. That didn't happen. Let's go.
That's fair.
Move on.
Okay, hold on. Reset. What
The
is...
roll.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to roll in chat.
Yeah, if you want. Well, chat is having fun with the new D1000 chat. Oh my
Everybody's
god, he
doing.
rolled a 911, 911. Oh, what the?
Call
Jesus.
the 911 also emergency number. You know, important.
97.
Oh, it worked. A 97, Pooja. What the heck? Out of 1,000. Okay, let's go. 97.
The chat did it, not me.
Excellent.
How do you feel about turtles?
How do you feel about turtles? Svara, content warning. No, I'm just kidding. Svara, how do you feel about electricity? Suddenly, you feel energized. Your body begins to vibrate, and you start to feel like the tips of your fingers go numb and suddenly
Huh?
tingle. And you see sparks of electricity start to jump from one finger to the other. You have the ability to shoot lightning out of your fingertips for this round.
I feel
Oh my
like
God.
me being immune to this didn't help me.
Well, the other option
Well,
was
you
your teeth
don't.
to fall out.
Your teeth might have fallen out, so it could have been good
I
or
don't
bad.
have teeth.
Could have been bad. Could have been good. Well, we would have figured out something in tandem.
So she have like an electric aura? Like, is she going Super Saiyan? Like,
She's
in
going
front of
Super
you right
Saiyan
now?
up front for sure.
Hey,
Hold on,
Hey,
let me-
Svara, you okay? Oh my God, what's happening?
She turns around and her eyes are aglow
They're
with
just
white
glowing,
and
I'm like-
blue. Yeah, she looks like a goddess. All right. And
Just holding on.
Oh no, just Joe.
Joe.
How'd
Oh,
Joe do?
Nate, you need a roll for Joe.
Okay, a D1000.
D1000. This might be the end of Joe, like as we know it right now. Who knows?
What did I do wrong?
Don't worry about it. It's you just you put a 1 in front of the D.
Oh, okay.
It's the end of the Joe as we know it.
790.
790.
That brings us closer to the end of the list, but it's okay. But for some reason, maybe it's Svara's electricity, or for whatever reason, you hear a loud zap of lightning.
Oh god, is
Like
Joe
an-
just dead?
Like an arc. So you hear, like the sound of an arc lightning, like
Yeah.
a straight up like sound effect. Well, that happens, and you turn around and you see that all of the hair on top or on Joe's body is sticking out at end and is like burnt, and you can see like little bit of smoke kind of coming up from him, and his eyes are just wide, and he's like just holding his staff
He's
there.
just cartoon explosion science.
Cartoon explosion scientist.
Amazing.
Man.
No other effect apparently.
Oh, dang. Okay.
The other racers, one doesn't save. Oh wow, that's
You
yeah,
could just
that's
take
gonna
the
do it.
rolls of the people above.
I was
Just start
saying, yeah,
using
but-
Yeah,
the
people have rolled for
pre-roll
Oh,
chat
you want
ones.
the okay? Let's do that. We'll
It
say
looks
the
like-
racers are our chat here.
Arthur rolled the first one.
Okay, Arth rolling the first one grabs a 422 for one of the other racers. That means, oh no, gross. All right,
Oh, man.
one of the drivers starts to vomit uncontrollably as the dust goes in his face, and then he just starts to vomit uncontrollably, and he loses 10 feet of movement immediately.
So which one was that? The one next to me?
Oh, that's a good question. It would be.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. No, it's actually the one right behind Svara. So it's pink. Pink starts to puke.
Did any of the anxiety ones save their saving throws? Because they have to roll like with an extra minus.
Oh yeah,
if they
you're right.
saved.
I need to roll a d4 against that one.
Oh, it's gonna matter so much with a
Yeah. they're feeling-
422.
They have a voice in the back of their head telling them they can't do it.
All right. Well, that is not that one.
okay.
This is the next one I just rolled for. With that -4 brings them down to a 9. So they do fail it.
911 was the
911 is the next one, and we'll see what the emergency number gives us here.
Oh man, I did this with my anxiety.
911 gives us, okay. You see one of the herringons go metallic silver as its entire body becomes like Colossus, and it turns to steel
Oh no.
and falls off of
I was say, is he fine?
falls off of the snail and into the mud and buries halfway into the mud.
Was that the driver or the fighter?
was the
That was the
driver.
driver of the purple one. And it's gone wild and essentially out of the race.
The
Cat,
purple
give
one
us
was
more
where?
rolls, please.
The purple one was one of the anxious ones anyways.
But where were they in the race?
They were ahead of you and they dropped.
Okay.
So they
So
dropped
both
like,
both the ones that were ahead of me are now one's out and one is
one is right
and-
next to you, exactly. Yep. Then the one that's right next to you, the orange one, manages to save completely, and then the green one that's in the very back. Oh, that's a mega fail. And the
Ooh.
next one in line would be. Did anybody
Yeah.
else roll? Nobody else
No,
rolled.
no.
I'm gonna roll. D1000.
What were the two Junie twins spelled against? One was the orange.
Oh,
What?
And one was the purple.
One was
Yeah.
purple.
I don't even know how to
Okay.
use my own commands.
You want me to do it for you, buddy?
I got it. 718. Close to the 720 we rolled
I was about
earlier.
to say, yeah, wasn't there one that was really close?
790 was mine.
718. That brings us. Okay. As it's racing the Herringon, you see it like racing, trying to catch up, and suddenly from its ears, two large bouquets of flowers come out of its ears and like starts to sway in the wind. It doesn't seem to notice.
Oh.
All right, cool.
Dan, these snails are large creatures, right? To be able to
They
hold
are
us?
very much large creatures.
Okay.
Yep. And that takes us to the next round of sprinting along. So go ahead and
All right.
roll animal handling for our drivers.
Well, I rolled 2 2s.
Nice, well done. So that brings you only up 30 feet. So you are at 100.
Does Svara have advantage for being friends with our snail?
Yeah, because it's kind of like animal friendship, animal handling. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they're best buddies. They're like in sync. We
Yeah.
can't hear you though,
Yeah,
Pooja, if you're
Pooja,
talking.
we can't hear you.
Do we have an act? Did we get an action the last round?
No, the
You
action
got-
was just like all the
You
magical
like guided.
abilities that
Okay,
you
okay,
got.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled an 18, which is good because
Yeah, that's really
we'll-
good. So
we'll
you
keep the higher
keep
one.
going. So you are at 130. And then the pink that is puking immediately lost the 10 feet. But then rolled pretty decently, so they get the full 40, so they're at 110. Nate unfortunately did not, so he only gets up to 100. The orange one rolls a 12, so doesn't get screwed, so 110 as well. And then green finally rolls terribly. God, green is doing awful. They don't even get into the hundreds yet. They are dropping back behind quickly.
Ouch.
All right. So we'll go ahead and for the sake of time and everything like that, we'll call it at 200 feet. Svara, this is your time to do your turns. So you each have an action now to do what you will. Svara, you are 20 feet in the lead ahead of Pink, who is behind you, puking their guts out. Nate is 10 feet behind them, and there's also the orange one who looks really nervous.
I am an electric eel,
Yes, you are.
and I will say, Noah, duck! And I'm going to try to channel my electricity towards the one right behind me.
Okay. I need you to roll just a flat D20.
Well, that would help if it did.
To
Find
go
out what it
flying.
did. I can find it. It's
It's a number.
an 11.
11. Okay. You don't hit an 8. That's good.
Love
So that is going to hit the pink individual. So go ahead and roll lightning bolt damage. So lightning bolt is the same as firebolt. So it's 8d6, if I'm not mistaken.
it. What?
8d6 lightning damage against this
Oh, it's the big old 4th level spell one. Like it's
third level, but yeah,
3rd level. Yeah.
8d6. Okay.
8d6
One.
against this Herringon.
Fireball. I think you said firebolt. I was like, that's a cantrip, sir.
Okay, hold on. Can I
It
roll that
is-
in chat?
No, unfortunately, I think
Okay.
you can only do the one.
I don't have 8 dice in Canada.
You can use D&D Beyond.
Well, you
I don't
or
know
you
how,
could
I don't
just
know how to
use
do
Google.
8 of them. I don't know how
Just
to do 8.
Google.
I'm Googling it, yeah.
I was say you can just
I got it,
hit
I got
the
it.
dice multiple times.
I know what you're saying.
28.
28 points a day. Okay, yeah,
Ooh.
that one is fucking fried.
person.
That is it for that one. It is fried. It's gone. You literally like it's one of the sorry, it's just funny in my mind. Cartoonish like. There's like a beam of light essentially that exits out your hand, and it's like you know the cartoons where it's like the camera's to the side of the creature and like they're
Yeah.
running, they're doing the thing, and then the beam goes and then the beam disappears
You see
and
the
there's
skeleton?
no more rider. There's nothing. There's no more rider.
Well, and as the beam hits, you see like the entire outline of the skeleton
for
of the
sure,
person.
for sure. Yeah, the skeleton is visible for just a moment until it just like falls off the back, but unknowingly to anybody that was watching, it smashes into its rider behind it, the little person behind it, and they both go flying. The snail just comes to a stop.
Who's left in the race?
That's the Pukey Pink. So there is Svara at 130, Orange at 110, Nate at 100, and Green at 90.
Okay.
So Nate, Noah, you're up, I guess.
Bar, did you just kill a rabbit with lightning?
I don't know. I can't usually do that.
So you look up at Svara now, and she has gone from this goddess back to like regular Svara.
Okay, I think you might have got what I got, the tornado magic stuff. It helps if you breathe and really clench your butt cheeks when you're doing magic.
I'm not gonna do that.
It's just a suggestion. I don't want to tell you how to do your magic, but I'm just saying it keeps me from turning into a ghost.
Go shoot something.
I'm gonna do that. And then I can't deal with this pressure. I'm trying to hold on to the snail. It's going way many more miles per hour than a snail should go.
Sure.
And Svara apparently can turn into a lightning goddess and back. And I'm just like, man, I suck at magic.
Oh, buddy.
So whoever is behind like the next place that is logical, I'm just gonna unload this anxiety on that guy, and I'm gonna anxiety burst, and I'm just gonna
another anxiety burst.
I don't want to feel this, so this is the worst. I'm a bad person technically because I'm going like I don't want to feel this. You feel it for me, and I'm just going to. That person has to make a.
But I love that for you.
And tell yes,
7.
That is all right. They take some damage.
They are already nervous, by the way. You're shooting at the already nervous person.
So they would take a D4, but that's 4 damage, and they take a D4 off of their next saving throw.
Great. All right. Sounds good. You're the one that made them fail it in the first place with that.
Yeah, you can
before.
you can just keep them.
Yeah.
Like taking away from them. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Nate.
So there's somebody 10 feet ahead of me and 10 feet behind me.
There's 10 feet ahead of you, 10 feet behind you. That's correct.
Okay. So the armor panels of my body are going to start shifting slightly and opening up, and then fog is going to start roiling out of my body.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some undead shit. Do it.
Right? It's like some Death Knight shit.
I know it is.
And it is going to create a heavy fog that blinds everybody that's not me within 20 feet.
Does it follow you? Does it follow you, or is it?
It does not follow me, so it's only going to be for this
The
one.
person behind you.
Well, and the person in front of me, because it's within 20 feet.
Well, they're
20
blind
feet
for
radius.
just this one round.
For their next movement, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay.
Farah, I think Nate exploded. I think you got him with
What?
your lightning. I don't know if you might have supercharged him and he exploded. There's a lot of smoke behind us.
No, that looks like a different spell. I'm sure there's something like that in the book. I just don't know the book that well at this point.
How could you tell? You turned into a lightning thing and shot, and then Nate is
Oh,
on fire.
hold on. It absolutely follows me as I move.
Is that what it says?
It's a center on self?
20 feet in all directions, following you as you move.
Oh my
damn.
god. This is some bullshit.
This happened when my radiator overheated. I was pretty much just like a smoke ball going down on 55. I think he blew a gasket or something. We might have to pull over. I don't know. I'm worried.
Joe is completely blind, and you see...
No, Joe's fine. It's everybody. It's me and all allies within 5 feet of me.
Oh, within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, that's why I needed to know if they were large creatures.
Okay, so it's like
because that means
it's like a weird bubble around your snail.
Yeah.
As the fog kind of follows you around. Okay, so it's a very strange sight for anybody watching this fucking race on the outside.
It looks like a radiator overheated.
The fucking undead. It looks like a fucking undead knight racing towards you. It's like a hell beast.
So realistically, the theme is that it's like sea fog coming in the morning.
Yeah. It's just a constant billow of fog because it needed to follow you.
But from this far away, we just see white plumes.
Oh yeah, it's just like white plumes. And clouds.
Perfect. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next round of movement then, because they couldn't do anything because of the fog. They couldn't see anything, and they don't have any magic powers this round. So Move on to the next one, and Svara and Nate, go ahead and give me those rolls.
Animal
only have-
handler.
2 left. Yeah, animal handling. Fuck.
Ooh, natural 20.
Shut up.
You and this snail
Yeah,
are
you are
fucking
tied.
like that. Beyond this spell, you
We're
all are gonna be.
besties.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, this is a. Y'all are gonna get matching tattoos and stuff.
Escargot.
Escargot.
So these other pilots get disadvantaged because they're blind, right?
They don't need it. They both failed terribly, so they fall behind pretty bad. Green is at 120. Orange is at 140. Nate. Oh, I'm sorry, 130.
I rolled a 19.
19, so you get full movement, so that's 140 for you. And Sveta with a natural 20, bringing you up to 180. You are pulling away from the crowd.
Well, that's good, because now she's not blind.
Well, she's far from it, too. She's like 40 feet in front of you, so...
This is the part of the plan.
Yeah, all part of the plan, and they all seem to start to fall behind. Okay, you all have an action if you have anything you'd like to do, but first and foremost, go ahead and roll me a D8 Noah.
Oh, okay. Do. And that was
And Nate.
a timid 6.
A 6.
A 4 for me.
You've got to be shitting me.
I'm
So the snail that you are in seems to be bolstered by the fact that Sveta has made good friends with it, and the fact that you are all winning so good, so well. It gains an extra 20 feet of movement,
Oh, that finishes.
and Sveta and Noah are first to finish the fucking
Photo
race.
finish. Ugh.
Now, Nate,
I don't
what,
think
what,
we
what
need a
have you
photo
rolled?
finish.
There's a photo finish.
4.
A 4, so that means that...
this
Oh
snail
God.
close.
Okay, so you actually do lose 10 feet of movement speed for your next progression, but we'll say that because Sveta and Noah finished the race, coming in second according to the stats here, we have Sveta in first with Noah tailing behind, Nate in second with teammate Jehoshaphat still alive somehow. Then Orange and Green coming in third and fourth. You see that the remainder of the snails and everything like that are being wheeled in and like pushed in and everything like that. The riders are all being treated and everything when you return. But you finish you cross the finish line, Sveta and Noah in tote, and everybody starts cheering and.
I'm gonna start.
Is there like a victory circle? Like a
Wait,
winner's
I was gonna say,
circle?
where did we end?
You
Yeah.
end
Like,
you end back out of the swamp and you start to circle that oval again. So you're back
Okay,
at
so
camp.
it's kind of hard to run out.
Do I have a telepathic link with still?
I think it should. It stays for an hour, I believe, as long as. Well, actually, no. You know, I'm gonna put it back up because it goes away when you're 30 feet away from me. I think so. Now
Okay.
we have it back up.
I would definitely
So I'm
message
gonna
you.
say-
It's like, are you on fire?
I'm mostly fine. Are we leaving?
I don't know. I think we can probably just.
Because
You wanna
like I could jump onto your snail and then they couldn't see us.
Or we could see what
need a
we
bi-
win.
We need a bigger snail, right?
All
Or a
right.
smaller you?
So I'm gonna
Smaller you or bigger snail?
You can do that.
I'm gonna start. The plates of my armor start closing up and the fog disperses.
All right, everybody starts cheering, and you are met like coming up to the snail while you look down at them, and they look up at you. You see the leader of the Herringon, Agdon, as he looks up and he's like, "You've got to be kidding me! First try to win too." And he looks around. He's like, "You got lucky with the lightning." And he moves on. He goes over to
That's
Nate,
true.
and he goes, "Second place even." And he looks over at Jehoshaphat, and Jehoshaphat's like shaking like a leaf. And he goes, "I didn't know you had it in you, Joe." And he's like, "Neither did I.
You did terribly, Joe. I'm proud of you.
I don't know how to take that." And they will
tried.
lead you to a large ceremony of sorts where there are 3 different levels of tree stumps that you can walk over to. Each one of them a little higher than the rest, and the one in the center is raised just a bit higher than all of them. And you are asked to stand on each of these pedestals as you are congratulated. And when you are congratulated, you receive a strange cloth-covered object. And the person that brings it up to you is none other than Jebek. And Jebek says, "We failed in our duty to capture your memories, but it seems that even in doing so, you have brought a lot of happiness to our people. And I feel like maybe we didn't fail. So, here, take this. We found this recently after the split of the lands here. We don't know what it does, but I don't know. You're more than welcome to it. It seems like it might be more up your alley."
Oh, okay. But I will take the wrapped package.
Yep. And they give you the wrap package. And you're all let go. And as you are kind of like leaving the area, you're stopped one more time by Agdon. And he goes, "Hey, like I'm a herring god on my word. Okay, I will let you go. But don't make it a thing. Don't come back here, yeah?"
I'm gonna hold up the mushrooms again. I'm still keeping these.
Can you actually not, though? Can you, like, just leave those?
Can I leave you one?
That's not how this works. You know
Don't
that.
split up. But hey, listen.
He goes, look. Roll a persuasion.
While he's doing that, what I will say, we won't be back. Just keep your kids under check. You don't have to bring him back.
Just a 9.
He goes, duly noted, don't really care. So if they decide to go out and kill themselves along the way, that's on them.
Shit.
And he goes, I don't need to worry about it. I got 100 more just waiting. So, but he kind of looks over at Nate and he goes, "Fine, whatever. Just get out of here."
I'm gonna hold them above my head triumphantly.
And you hear,
And then I pet their head.
just like above you.
To Jehoshaphat, I'm gonna be like, it's just like, so our group is pretty nice. You'll get used to them pretty quickly. There is a buff grandmother, and there is a
Why are you telling me
Buff
this?
Dragonborn?
well, you swore to I believe you were supposed to still watch us. Or
No,
you would
I mean,
die.
No, like I was. The things changed once you won the race, so like you guys are free to go.
I'm so glad you're coming with us.
I
I'm
am
gonna
definitely not
put
coming
an
with
arm
you.
around his shoulder.
I'm not. And you like.
I would like to stare him dead in the face and say, I'm pretty sure he's going to kill you.
His eyes kind of go wide, and he's like,
And I'm not trying to deceive him. I think this guy's gonna kill him afterwards. Like,
"Oh, I thought you were talking about Nate trying to kill him, like by like giving him
No.
a headbutt."
No.
Oh.
I think that
He
his
goes-
boss is
he
just gonna
goes-
kill him.
he
Like,
goes,
I
Nah.
think he's gonna kill you.
Nah, we're good. But hey, I did have a gift for you, because you didn't let me die, which was really cool of you guys. You know, I thought, you know, we were just gonna kill you and it was gonna be great and we didn't have to worry about it. You guys made me the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life, so it was a trade-off. But I do have to say that because of you, I didn't die. So I don't know. It's a weird dichotomy. Don't worry about it. What I would like to do though is give you a gift and just take care of it. Yeah. And he will hand you a jar, like a mason jar, but the jar itself is made of like a strange metallic material.
Okay.
So it's not see-through. But it
who's
has
handing
tiny
it
little holes that have been punctured in the top.
to? Who's he handing it to?
He will be handing it to Noah, as Noah was the one talking to him. So
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
All right. What is this you're handing me right now?
It's a little friend.
More pets.
I will cautiously. Well, no, I'll put my ear to it and just give it a little, not rough shake,
Don't
but a little.
shake
Like,
You shake
not
it
a rough
around.
shake.
You shake
not
it
a
around
rough
and
one,
you hear
just like
ding,
a like.
ding, 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 against the metal inside.
All right, I'll look inside.
Yeah.
I'll-
You open the top and you see kind of slowly moving across the base of the jar there. You see a small snail, a tiny little snail.
I'm gonna look inside as well.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll hold
Yeah,
it
you
up
look over
once
top
I-
of it and you can see the
Yeah.
little snail inside.
Is
Buddy.
this an R snail or like a U snail? I'm pointing to Jehoshaphat.
We don't have you snails here. What is? I don't understand.
Is it
small-
moving
the
like
small
really
slug.
fast inside this jar, or is it like that's what we need to know?
So no, it looks like it's moving slow at first, and then you're like, oh, it's just a regular, and then it's like, and then it
It's like
stops.
Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah.
inside there,
It's-
like
It's
okay.
escargot.
Yep. And it stops, and then kind of just like rests for a moment. But
Escardos, like
Escargot.
so yeah, it stops. But yeah, it is one of theirs. He states. But he goes, but seriously, I know you saved me this time, but if you could just like never come back, that'd be great. I would like to take my chances otherwise.
Before we go, what should we feed it?
What, the snail?
Yeah.
Just put it on the ground and it'll find something to eat.
What do I
okay,
feed
fair.
the mushrooms?
The mushrooms. Oh, that is true. They are very privy to like really high nutritional vegetables. So if you put them down on the ground, they'll probably try to go seek those out.
Will they come back to me?
No. They are like
Alright.
very much like farm animals, if you will.
Mm.
All right. So before we leave, I'm gonna need to take some high nutritional vegetables with me.
Like from us?
I mean, you're gonna feed him anyways.
Yeah, from ours. They were going to. No, you cannot have our food too.
All right.
You've
and I'm
already
gonna-
got our freaking stock animals.
Okay.
Joe,
Would you like to
just be
steal
We'll
our
figure it
water as well? We have medicine in the back. You want us to take that?
Joe, it would just be easier if you came with us. Like we would be.
Yeah.
able to
It
just-
sounds awful going with you all. You sound
This-
like horrible people.
the
I don't
feed
know.
house was a one-time event.
I don't even want to know.
Also, I'm pretty sure your boss is going to kill you. I'm sorry. It's just
Hey,
I'm,
hey,
I,
you
I
see-
know I'm
you
beating a dead
see-
horse here, but
you
I'm
see
pretty
behind.
sure.
You see behind him that Agdon is like
Oh
like
no!
that, and then
It's
he
just-
turns around to Agdon like, no, he won't. And then Agdon's like,
I just have a sneaking suspicion. I saw that and I was like, there's just something that tells me I think he's going to kill you. But I can't
"Nah, me and
persuade you.
Agdon go way back.
Joe has free will. It was nice knowing you, Joe. And rest assured, you will never see us again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't know about the rest of the folks, but you certainly won't, I guess.
That is
Joe,
Cryptic.
I will.
No,
send,
it's because you're gonna die. Okay,
I
never
will
mind.
send flowers to your funeral.
I don't like talking to you all. What am I doing? And he just turns around with his head, like kind of like rubbing his temples.
If I may, I would like to be near another Harangon, and then I don't want to take this away from you, but I would like the other Harangon to go. It's like, oh no, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna kill him, and be like, I know, right? I'm pretty sure he's just gonna kill him.
So, anyways, Agdon puts his hands in his pockets as he places his hands in his pockets all very nonchalantly, arches his back, and starts to whistle a tune as he walks back towards the camp. Do you have something, Svara?
Yes, I did want to. As I didn't want to do this like in where we were, but as we're walking back to camp, what I would like to unwrap the prize.
So we'll end the episode here as you are unwrapping this gift that you were given due to the fact that you had won this race and kind of entertained the entire town itself. As you are unwrapping it, it like when you have it in your hands, you can see like what looks to be like an imprint of a large green leaf on the outside of it. It's very, I don't know how you would say it. It's very stylized, yeah?
Yeah.
This leaf. And it looks to be like a palm frond or something, but it's very green. It's very leafy. And you open it up, and when you open it up, you see a small rod. The rod is probably about 6 inches in length. Yeah, just kind of like what you're holding there.
Yeah.
But it's probably about this round though, instead
Oh, okay,
of the
okay,
pencil
okay.
round. So it's like a baton almost, if you will. So you're holding a baton, and yeah, you do that. You go like this, and when you go like this, it extends out. You know, like those old swords where you like go like that.
Yeah.
The sword, it extends out, and you are now holding a fishing rod.
Oh my gosh. Did you see that?
I didn't. And Dan, I messaged you what I would like to be doing right now
Oh, Jesus Christ.
in the Discord.
I'm gonna do
So-
it again. I'm gonna do it again. Hold on.
Okay, you do it again. Oh, okay. So you
tell me how that plays
Let me
out.
see. Oh my God, of course. You are totally fine. So anyways, Svara, you go and you do it again, and when you pull it back the first time, it starts to go in on itself, and you do it again, and when you do it this time, you are now holding a bug net.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's really cool. I say as I'm wearing a rather large portion of blue scarf that looks like it has been cut off of a larger portion of scarf. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And it's like an infinity scarf, like I have it layered a little bit. But I'm wearing a portion of scarf. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool.
Did
That's
you jack up part of that rabbit's scarf? Baron John's
It
scarf.
seemed like a power move in that, like, you know, it was a confidence booster. It seemed like, I don't know, I don't really do this, but I don't know, do I look like I'm more confident now? Like, and I just do like a pose?
yeah.
Like, is it working? Is it working?
We'll say
for
that
me?
you stole like 3 feet worth of cloak, so I mean, it
And
kind
for
of
me,
it waves.
yeah.
It waves back behind you.
Enough
as
to have like
you
a
stand
cool
there.
dramatic anime,
Sure.
scarf portion. Yeah,
Absolutely. You do it
start-
again.
Jonathan's gonna keep doing this.
She does it again, and this time it's a shovel, and she does it again, and this time it's a fucking
I'm clapping like this.
Axe.
axe.
Oh,
This time
clapping.
it's a shovel, then it's an axe.
it's a multi-tool.
Then it's a fishing rod, and then it's a bug net.
It just
And
keeps going in
yeah,
circles.
it
I love
keeps
it.
going in a cycle. Those 4 things, it goes in a cycle, and you look down at the weapon once you finally or the item, and you finally kind of get a hold of yourself, and you look at the baton. Inscribed on the baton itself, it's the letters TN that have been inscribed in it,
Huh.
and
with the stylized leaf next to
with
it.
the stylized leaf right next to it. And for anybody that isn't privy to understanding what this is an item
Really-
from
Really cool.
Animal Crossing. You have the Animal Crossing multi-tool as one of your items now.
Somewhere I sense a landlord is very unhappy.
Yep, exactly. They'll be coming for your bells soon. All right. And that is where we're going to go ahead and end today's session. Svara now in possession of a Animal Crossing multi-tool.
Adding it to my inventory.
Noah in possession of a tiny little snail that is fast as fuck. Boy. What is that movie that is literally a fast tiny snail?
Turbo.
Turbo. That is a movie.
Yes.
So you have Turbo in your little cup there.
I also have 5 mushrooms.
Nate has an entire army of mushrooms, and I don't know, a dream, I guess. I don't know.
They
And
love
so-
me.
Dream.
Yeah. So you guys
Pocket
get to
full of sunshine and a dream.
yeah, exactly. You make your way back, and it looks like Grandma has taken it upon herself to try and slap Santosh awake. And he is
For the
just not
past like
doing-
6 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Over and over.
until you get back, and when you approach, she like puts her hands behind her back, and she's like, "Oh, welcome back." And we will go ahead and end right there. So thank you all very much for watching.
Thank you.
If you are watching on YouTube, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. do catch us every other week here playing Running Feywild. You can catch us live every other Wednesday on Twitch too if you'd like to watch. But that's basically it. Keeping your best selves, and we will see you all in a couple weeks. Bye, everybody.